Hey guys, what's up? We're back with some more reactions after dark. Of course, we're doing it live this time, unless you're not watching it live, then it's just like every other time. But of course, we are finally going to be doing the Chinaverse series, question mark. There's like so many videos in the playlist that I'm using, question mark. I don't have it pulled up right now, but I do have both videos that I'm going to be watching today already in tabs. So once we're done with this, we can just go straight into the next one. Probably after like small break. But yeah, this is obviously the dark truth behind the most popular Chinese reality show that ruined countless families. This was the first one in that playlist. I'm assuming this is the first video for the Chinaverse. I need to make sure to keep clicking the delay ads button. Now that we have ads, I have to keep turning that on, just in case stuff doesn't get cut out. Yeah, I don't know what to do about the beginning of these videos. I have watched a little bit of this just to see how far the eating part goes. Like maybe we could just like keep it in, like talk about it, but I don't know. Like maybe we can just skip past it. I was told to skip past like the first like 10 minutes, but I don't know exactly how far it's gonna get into that. I guess we can just start now, question mark, and just see what happens. Hello, Tortellini. Okay, I guess we can just like start and just see if. I'm already gonna have like an immediate.
Hello everyone, welcome back.
Immediate question as soon as this starts, because again I've watched like the first like second or so of this. Now obviously we know who Stephanie is. I don't know who this guy is, but there's still a guy which we'll see behind the camera. And I'm guessing that's like I don't know which one of these is her husband. Is this like a brother and the husband's always behind the camera? Is that the joke? Yeah, because I don't know who this is. Okay, so this is her cousin. They can't even see this, but yeah, so the guy, because there's still a guy behind the camera. I know that.
Back to my channel. My name is Stephanie, and today we are back with another dun dun mukbang. So today I'm excited because we have. Listen, I want to.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think I've maybe seen him somewhere, like on one of these videos, but I don't know where. But I think I have seen the husband's face somewhere. But I don't know where to skip in this.
To be dramatic, and I want to say it's every single dumpling from the Asian market, but it's not. There was a lot more, but it was already getting pricey, and we don't even have that much freezer space. So these are the majority of the best dumplings that you can find at the Asian grocery store.
So let's just.
That was 2021. It's 2022. We do ghost peppercorn dogs.
So
now.
innovative.
Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video with peace and love, with so much respect. We have to stop using this whole mercury.
Oh yeah, I don't know if this was like an ad read. I probably should have just like watched the beginning of this again just to see how far this goes, and then so we could just skip past that part, since I don't know when the video actually starts. The actual Chinaverse part.
And I want to suggest one of the best things someone who had a horrible first experience with in-person therapy.
Should I just like skip 10 minutes and see what happens?
And now she's helping us be more mindful of recognizing when we
I feel like they're talking about it during the
we're talking to each other, and it's been a huge learning process. Just like 3,000.
Just that? Oh.
Yeah, just the sex. And you know it's so romantic.
See,
My
they're
fiance
already
was looking at me and was like, I'll pay $30,000 and we'll do it.
they're already talking about something.
The noodles? No. Add more texture.
That's cheese. You're gonna like that.
Cheese in a dough.
They look like little, I don't even know what to call them.
Kardashians.
You watch the Kardashians?
Like long time ago. Just like
Are you
we're talking-
sure?
Talk about the Kardashians out of nowhere.
elementary with my sister.
I have a
I don't know.
life.
I just got tired of it.
These days is kind of wild. I get it. I understand the dating shows. I understand The Bachelor.
There you go.
But somewhere along the line, it got weird. I mean, first comes The Bachelor, then Too Hot to Handle, which I'm not gonna lie, I thoroughly enjoyed it. A bunch of hot, horny people.
You only watched the recent Stephanie Sue videos, yeah. And I just didn't know if I should watch like the new stuff that doesn't have the mukbang part or not, but just figured we'll just do the whole thing, just because everyone is so interested in it.
People that lose money every time that they kiss, every time that they touch, or God forbid they do the nasty, every time they have the sexual experience, I think they lose like $30,000.
What?
You never watched that?
No.
$30,000.
It's pretty good.
Is it recent?
Yeah, it's so good. It's
It's
recent.
on Netflix.
So you lose 30K if you kiss someone.
No, I think a kiss is like 3,000.
Just that. Oh.
Yeah, just the sex. And you know it's so romantic. My fiance was looking at me and was like, I'll pay $30,000 and we'll do it.
Yo, it's not worth. It's not worth.
Baby, you're worth any price.
Ew. Ew. And with the cooking shows, yeah, I get Master Chef, I get it, I get Hell's Kitchen. But then came, is it cake or not? Have you guys
Yeah, they were just talking about like a bunch of random reality TV shows right now. I don't know when it's gonna actually get to the whatever this story is.
seen that show on Netflix? It's the contestants, they bake cakes, and people have to guess, is it a cake or is it a real purse?
That should be easy, no?
Yeah.
Not really.
They're really good. That's fascinating. I like that. Why don't you like that?
I mean, it's good, but is it really that? Could I watch it for 5 seasons? Oh, yeah, I probably could. Are you kidding?
Damn.
I don't know when the last time was that I watched reality anything. What, like 10 years ago, 20 years ago? I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you. I know I did. There was like this is so trashy. The on Comedy Central like 20 years ago or something, like you know, Flavor of Love, Rock of Love, all that stuff. Like that probably was like the last time, if anybody even knows what the heck I'm talking about, like that stuff. Like that was so old.
Interns into a room
Okay, hold up.
up
What's
with
happening?
these bizarre reality shows. I swear, these networks be putting a bunch of interns into a room, pumping them with an IV up their veins of just fucking Red Bull and letting them come up with 100 ideas before they're allowed to leave to go back home. Today, we are talking about one of the biggest reality shows in China, where a producer's bad idea turns into multiple seasons of pain and dirty secrets. But before we get there, we have to explore all the horrible reality show ideas. There was one called Bet on Your Baby.
Bet on your baby. What does that even mean? What would that even mean? Yeah, like where are we even going with that?
I mean, just the title
Bet on
alone.
your baby?
Bet on Your Baby. What do you think the premise is? Can you give a guess? You go.
Okay, so you're actually saying that. I got no clue. Bet on your baby? You know, put some sort of value on whether your child can do something or not, or I got no clue. That's what I got.
Just bet on your baby.
What do you-
If
like,
you lose,
what do you mean?
Give the baby.
Like a baby contest.
You give away the baby.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no place that would actually let you do that unless there's no way it would be like, okay, you can have my child now.
Said.
Give away the baby.
Yeah.
Like, I bet my baby
Exactly.
that I can beat you in arm wrestling.
Exactly.
And if you lose, you gotta give them the baby.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think they're just like betting money on whether or not their child can do X, Y, or Z task. I don't know.
I feel like a lot of parents would lose on purpose. My sister would lose on purpose right now. The babies are put in a room, right? And let's say a cupcake magically drops from the ceiling, and they're already pre-recorded, right? This is a horrible example, but the concept is the parents are on stage watching the footage, they pause it, and they say, what do you think your baby is gonna do next? And they give options. It's like Jeopardy, but you are trying to guess if you know the baby well enough. Like,
Okay, so kind of what I was saying. Is they're betting on the baby doing something.
maybe you think she's gonna burst out crying on all fours and beg for McNuggets. Maybe you think she's gonna pick her left nostril. It's a bit strange, okay?
We should do something like that with
Yeah,
Sophie.
we should.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Yeah, much more normal than what Dan and I had imagined.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
There's one called Who's Your Daddy?
Oh, you're not the
I feel like that's just self-explanatory, right?
father. No?
They get an adult who is adopted. And the adult has to guess their biological father in a room full of 25 men.
Okay.
It's like a Jubilee show.
Oh, the 25 dates thing.
Like 25 random men, and you need to find your biological father. And you point at that person. If you're right, you get to walk away with $100,000. If you're wrong, the random dude who's not even your daddy gets $100,000.
That's weird. You're kind of like incentivizing these random dudes to trick this person who's already adopted, whether or not that gave him any struggle or not in life, to believe that you're their father and then snatch 100K away from them. That's pretty oof.
That sounds fun. Wait, is it 100,000 from your money?
No,
Oh,
but
then-
it's still so traumatic.
I'll do it.
Then it's like worth.
Worth.
That's worth.
That's
He
worth.
said that's worth.
You're not losing much. Like, you're not losing anything, you know.
Or trauma.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or
I don't
emotional damage? Question mark.
know. Okay, it's a bit traumatic. There's also another one called bridalplasty. Speaking of trauma, sorry, last one. There's 12 hopeful brides, and they compete in a chance to win their dream plastic surgery.
That's what I thought. I was like, bridal plasty? Like that has to have something to do with plastic surgery. That's also kind of crazy. And I see how those new crown things work. They introduced this new, I'm talking about YouTube right now, this new top fans thing now. And I see like if it's just, even just talking gets you like the little crown thing. It's like, it doesn't even look like that. Why did I draw it like that? Moment of truth. I don't believe I've seen that because again, I haven't watched any kind of short of show like this in like 20 years. See, I don't think I know what that is. Question mark. Moment of truth. Yeah, I don't. Maybe I do. I don't know. It's just been too long. If I know anything about it, it's just been too long.
Surgery procedures before their wedding. Which, like, I'm totally for plastic surgery, but that one's kind of bad crazy. We can't forget, I want to marry Harry. Did you guys remember that?
I think I know that one. 'Cause that's like the prince or whatever.
12 women gather to complete bachelor style for the love, affection, and the marriage of Prince Harry.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but I heard that name definitely before.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Harry was
It's also kind of just self-explanatory too.
in a reality show?
No way.
Prince Harry. Except at the end, it's revealed it's not Harry. It's just another red-haired British man. That
Yeah, he looked kind of off, right? So that makes sense.
is not royal in any sense.
So did they get mad?
A little bit.
Bruh.
And then now on national television, you have to decide, are you gonna be a crazy person and be like, oh, I was chosen to marry you, you're not Prince Harry? What?
I don't think he has any money or anything. He's just like a regular guy. See, if I remember correctly, just from what I do know about the show, like he's not rich or anything.
Do you do? Do you leave? Do you stay?
These are good. These are great
So
ideas.
good. They're so sadistic It's so good. So this one in China might be crazier than all of them. The concept itself is not the most controversial. It's gonna take you a minute, let it soak in, and then you hear what happened to everybody that participated, and it's almost like a Black Mirror episode. And the viewer, the audience,
Oh, Black Mirror dropped.
is part of the episode. So how they reacted to every single person in this show, it just feels like Hunger Game vibes. So what's the concept, Stephanie? Get rich city kids, get poor village kids, and you swap their lives for like a week or two.
Okay, is it like a wife swap? That was the thing, right? Where no, was it wife swap? Yeah, it's a wife swap, right? That was an old one. That's an oldie. Just like two families and you swap the wives, and then have them live each other's lives out for like a week or so. So same thing, but just kids.
You know this?
That's interesting.
Not only I know this, my grandma has wanted me to get on that show.
What?
No way. Why?
Why?
Not like for real, but she would say,
Like, listen?
look at you and look at these village kids. Do you know what they went through? So kind of
Oh, trying to do it like that.
using it as like a threat type of thing. Like I'm gonna send you to the mountains, and you're gonna live in the mountains, and you're gonna know how lucky you are. Blah blah blah.
Like,
I used to get the boot camp threat. That was my threat, equivalent to this.
gratefulness and things like that.
Yeah.
So she
She
made you
loves
watch
to-
it?
Yeah, she loves to bring these up whenever like she sees like a kid in a less fortunate situation, and she's like, look at them, and then look at you. Are you crying?
Are you okay?
I'm
Bro,
crying.
you got chili oil on your napkins.
Are you sure?
I'm not
It's
crying.
okay.
I'm definitely crying. No. So hot.
It's just so wholesome, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know how they're eating these things, by the way. It's these. This is the ghost pepper, right? I'm assuming it's not like real ghost pepper, like at least as hot as that is supposed to be. Because I feel like they would be literally dying if this was like pure ghost pepper, or is it just ghost pepper flavored? And then you have to just throw some spice on it.
Okay, it's a lot. So it sounds wholesome, if not cute. Okay, it doesn't sound controversial. Well, let's get into it. The program included rich city kids from Shanghai, Beijing, all the major metropolitan areas, and another kid from a village. And the two, obviously, they live very drastic different lives. The rich city kid is used to a life of convenience and luxury, and maybe they're stressed out about the newest gadgets, like the newest video games. Maybe they're stressed out about their crush. The village kids, they can't afford any of that. Are you kidding me? The fact is, they can't even afford to live carefree, like kids. They have to grow up fast, they start working around the house, working around the farm to put food on the table. They probably knew the words bills, past due, rent, before they even got into middle school. So the two, they would switch parents, cities, schools, homes for an entire week or two. And if you're like, this kind of sounds familiar, well, the producer has come out and said that they were inspired by an American show called Wife Swap.
I literally said that earlier. I knew she was gonna say it. 'Cause it's just the same premise. You just two wives, swap them. That were just two kids, swap them.
Do you guys remember that show?
What?
Oh, this show was my jam. I used to love watching Wife Swap.
I feel like that kind of tells me that that's not around anymore. Because I thought it was an old show, but that kind of just even further confirms it. That I guess they're not doing that anymore.
I watched a couple of episodes because I thought it was so fascinating, right? It's where two wives in drastically different socioeconomic classes or lifestyles, they swap lives for 2 weeks. So typically, the super neat, almost neurotic type A wife and mom would be sent to live with the world's messiest family. Or the most devout religious mom and wife would be sent to live with a super atheist family. Now, the Chinese producer saw a model and a housekeeper switch lives. And they were like, oh, we gotta do this in China, but like with minors.
Why?
It's just their
It's
jam.
fascinating.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful with that because they could get hurt or whatever. Like, there's true crime with one of the families, one of the wife swap families, or this Chinese child version. I'm guessing you mean like the wife swap one, and that's why wife swap is not around anymore. Yeah, wife swap.
It's like the show on Netflix right now, the Old Enough. Have you seen it? It's where the little kids have to run errands. The little kids, I think it's a Japanese show, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they run errands. Like they're like 5 years old and they're told to go buy eggs for their elderly grandparents.
Wow.
So they're given like a whole list of grocery items. They have to walk to the store, get it, get the change.
Wow, as a 5-year-old? That's crazy.
If the producer had known that the wife swap actually resulted in a murder or
Okay,
a double
well-
homicide.
Okay, well, she just said it in the video herself, so I guess. Double homicide. Oof.
Maybe they wouldn't have done it. I feel like
Also, I don't know how, because I've mentioned a few times with the new monetization that's coming on YouTube tomorrow. I feel like talking about that stuff is like an instant, like, you're already out of the game. Monetize over.
I can't mention wife swap without mentioning this. It was just a bad idea. Like wife swap was a bad idea.
Which is fine.
All of these shows, not the best ideas. There was an episode of a wife swap featuring the Stockdale family. They were
No clue. I don't know if I've heard about this before. Again, it would make sense why the show's gone.
probably one of the more religious families on the entire show. The mom, Kathy, and her husband, Tim, they had 4 sons. And the parents, they were insane helicopter parents. They monitored everything that the boys did. Each son had to do chores around the house to earn these tokens. And these tokens could be used to exchange for a stick of gum or to listen to the radio. And
The heck? What happened after the show, not during the show? Like they're living at like an arcade. They gotta do tasks to get coins to get rewards.
this radio, you couldn't listen to pop music or rap music. You could only listen to like Christian music. It was like a damn jukebox at a church or something. And they were never allowed to date, curse, even though the oldest is like 19 years old and is like a full-on adult at this point. Nothing. Kathy and
I mean, that's kind of crazy. Granted, I don't swear in front of my parents, so.
Tim were just beyond strict. They were scared of the city. They thought that their sons would be sucked into sin and exposed to evil in the city. They straight up said, our children are being raised away from violent language, sexual influences, drinking, smoking, drugs, rap music. All those things are left behind in the city. Instead, we are raising our children on a diet of wholesome activities on the farm. We're keeping their minds pure and their bodies healthy. Like,
I'm guessing this family would be the one that did it?
it
Question
was
mark?
such a strict home. The boys were kept busy from sunup to sundown, doing chores, doing schoolwork. They had this band where they would go perform in barns, but it's not even like rock star vibes, right? They couldn't even eat any processed food, not even once in a while. Kathy said, we don't eat anything prepackaged. It just doesn't have a place in a wholesome, nurturing environment. I call all that rubbish Franken foods. It's science experiments gone wrong.
Yeah, like son, possibly. Yeah, like why would you go on the show? It'd be maybe considered sinful, right? With how crazy you are about these things. Why would they want to go on the show then? How much money are they getting for this? That they would do something potentially against their ways.
I insist on only eating food that is raised in our natural habitat, like our chickens. So, I mean, I get it, it's good, but it's just kind of like too extreme, right?
Anybody want some dumplings?
Now, when Kathy goes on to swap lives with a woman named Lori,
Then why did she go on a show like this?
Like, well, he's even asking the same question. Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, that's a good
Like, holier than thou.
question.
Like she's so against like everything. So religious, don't even want to eat processed food. But she's like, let me go on a reality TV show. Let
Maybe
me go
she-
to a different family that does all the things that I hate.
That
Maybe
is
she
weird.
wanted
right?
to change people's opinions on TV. The viewers, you know, maybe she thought it was like missionary work.
Maybe.
Okay.
Hey, who knows, right? Or to convert other people to her way of thinking.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my glasses off.
Okay.
Okay.
Too sweaty. Yeah.
Too hot?
Like my nose is too sweaty.
So she swaps lives with a woman named Lori, who seemed super liberal compared to Kathy, but she was probably just a normal mom. Now, Lori goes to Kathy's house and she tries to make the kids happy. She's letting
I've never heard him referred to in any sort of name. That is the first time I'm hearing it. Why is that his moniker? What the heck? Mango Butts?
with a woman named Lori, who seemed super liberal compared to Kathy, but she was probably just a normal mom.
Yeah, like literally, I have not heard anyone refer to him other than husband or fiance. I've not heard Mango Butts.
Now, Lori goes to Kathy's house and she tries to make the kids happy. She's letting them play video games, and at one point, one of the kids named Jacob runs outside crying. And Lori's confused, like, I just told you can play video games and watch TV. Why are you crying? This is a good thing, no? I'm not mad at you. Shouldn't you be happy? And he told her, no, I'm gonna go to hell if I play video games.
Oof.
And so Lori cried multiple times on the show just by seeing how badly the boys were being treated. She was just so sad that they weren't ever able to be kids. Well, years after this wife swap episode,
Years after this show.
Jacob, that same boy, ended up shooting his mom, Kathy, and his younger brother, and then tried to take his own life.
Why the brother, though? Like, the brother's on your side.
What?
It wasn't successful, and Jacob
Okay, not what? The sighting or the murder?
was rushed to the hospital, and he ended up surviving, but he
Okay, so no, they're gone, but he wasn't successful at sighting.
was charged with 30 years for both murders.
My God.
Nobody really knows what the motive was since he pled guilty, but Lori from Wife Swap believes that Jacob's strict upbringing probably pushed him over the edge.
So the other wife is giving her 2 cents on why she thought this happened.
So,
Wow.
I'm just saying, maybe it's not the best to be inspired by a show like this. Now, obviously, the show had its problems, but the Chinese producer was inspired nonetheless, and
Yeah, but let's do it with kids and see what happens. It's like it's gonna end up like the one show or the reality TV show that never aired. I forget what it's called. I don't know, Kid Town. Let's just call it Kid Town. They took a bunch of children and dumped them in like an old west town and made them live like a society. And it just never, I don't think it ever went out and there's like a lawsuit or something. I don't think anyone died, but like a kid drunk bleach at one point, kind of, and like stuff like that. So there's lawsuits.
wanted to recreate it with the little kids. Now, the very first episode was called Changes from the Internet, and it dealt with a boy, let's call him Chris.
Changes from the internet? Huh?
Very first episode was called Changes from
Oh, the name of the first episode, not the name of the show.
the Internet, and it dealt with a boy, let's call him Chris. Chris is a city boy, right? He was addicted to the internet. He didn't give a fork about studying. He would spend all of his days skipping school, going to the local PC bongs, playing video games, and he was gonna be swapping lives with George for a full week. George is a rural country boy, and his only dream in life is to leave the village after he studies hard enough, gets to university, gets a high-paying job so he can send money back to his parents. His favorite story was called The Ugly Duckling. You know the story. The ugly duckling grew up and realized it wasn't an ugly duck, but a beautiful white swan, okay? Now, a lot of people online found that this was kind of an ironic story for him to love, because they said the sad part is the ugly duck only became a beautiful swan because it was born a beautiful swan. Do you get it? And like, this guy is not born into the best house with a lot of privilege and opportunities. So the online discourse argued that in the real world, unless you're born into it, it's nearly impossible to become a swan. So that's what netizens are saying. Back to his studying dilemma. The only problem is George might need to drop out of school so he can help his parents now. Like, they're about to starve now.
Okay. Is the show going to help with that, or is it actually going to get in the way? since he needs to do it like right now, and now he's wasting his time on this show.
It's a huge contrast to, Chris, the city boy, even though they're pretty much the same age, at the same stage of development. So we see throughout the episode, we see mainly Chris's struggles, I'm gonna be honest, okay? The first
Okay, so not George, which George is the one who is the poor one.
one is that he didn't realize that rural areas don't have
Wait, hold on.
I'm gonna be honest, okay? The first one is that he didn't realize that rural areas don't have tap water. So
Okay.
he would have to fill a bucket of water at the well, but the well was drying up. So it took him 3 hours to get 1 bucket of water.
So I just want to say, like the rural areas in China are not the same as the rural area in America.
It's
It's
like
vastly different. Like it's 10 times worse. You don't even get the basic necessity, like AC, like clean water, like even toilets. Imagine you're living in the mountains. So you get food by farming, right? You farm your food and then you run to the river, run up to the mountains, you get the water, you bring it back home. So there's really not a lot of resources. Usually in a whole family, I would say 90% of kids don't get to go to school because they can't afford it. If they have 5 kids, 4 of them will all work, only one can afford one of them to go to school. So that kid that does go to school can eventually make it out of the mountains so they can work at a freaking factory in the city so they can send some money back into their hometown. The poorest part of America, it's still a luxury compared to other countries.
Wow.
So it took him 3 hours to get a bucket of
You live that. That's pretty rough. Sorry about that, though. I'm guessing maybe you might find it as like a, I don't know, like silver lining, I don't know how to say it, a life experience that maybe helps you see things a different way. I don't know. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
of water, and Chris realized that his village parents, they were illiterate, and he was shocked at how untraveled they were. So for generations, they all lived only in this rural area. None of them have really made it to any city, not even a neighboring smaller city. Just even trying to get by was hard. They didn't have time for that. Meanwhile, George was having an interesting time too. He's adjusting to the city. Now, Chris's parents were super kind to him, don't get me wrong.
So how's this kid gonna take it? Also, we were talking about dark truth. Like, how dark can this actually get? But yeah, culture shock. Like, whose side is gonna be like dark? Because you would assume maybe the rural kid would be kind of like not wanting to go back, and the rich kid maybe would get some sort of enlightenment out of it, but maybe not. Like, the rich kid would just go back to his life, right? But possibly George would not want to go back, obviously.
But he just kept staring out the window in the car because he had never seen, first of all, he had never seen nice buildings before, let alone tall skyscrapers that were 60, 100 floors tall. He had never seen that before. His house was like a mud house. So he's emotional because I can only imagine it must feel like you're coming back from time to the future or something. But in reality, you realize a lot of people live like this just because they were born into it. Yeah. So he's emotional, and you can actually see tears just streaming down his face. Mm-hmm. And he starts kind of enjoying all the little luxuries in life. He never realized a haircut could be luxurious, that they even wash your hair for you, and all you have to do is lay there. But slowly, the viewers saw him get a bit too comfortable.
Yeah.
For their liking. George would stay.
For their liking. Yeah, I was going to say assume he might have that again. But now we're getting to the point where people are saying he's getting too, I don't know. They're saying he's too comfortable, but I don't want to say too.
Stay home and play video games and eat snacks while
We're too lazy, but I mean, just let him enjoy it, right, while he has it.
Chris's parents would go to work. Now, even when Chris's parents, the Ways, that's their last name, came home with some of their friends, they all bent down and asked the little boy, like, what's your name? And he said, I'm George Way. So he used the last name of the family rather than his real last name.
Okay. So he's almost like, okay, this is my family now. I'm out.
I don't get why.
Like, I'm staying here. I'm not leaving. This is my family.
I guess he's trying to
Like,
show that,
feels ashamed or something?
I don't know, maybe, or maybe he's just trying to show them that, oh, this is my parents for the week, so
Because he was told.
I would just tell people that my last name is this because I'm pretending to be their kid and they've been so nice to me. I don't know.
I think that's what it was, because they have to call the village and the city parents their mom and dad. So they really have to like switch lives. Right? He gave the city family's last name rather than his real last name. And the viewers started thinking and wondering, had this village boy already forgotten where he came from?
Okay. So we're kind of getting mad at him even though he shouldn't, right? He's just like trying to enjoy what he can while he can. Also, we just said like they're telling him to do that, so.
Is he going to turn into another Chris 2.0 by the end of the week? So the public, they start to turn and they dislike him all of a sudden.
Like, they're thinking he's ungrateful. I didn't want to use that word because I didn't know if that's exactly what they were saying, but yeah, they're trying to say he's ungrateful now.
Of the episode, they freaking loved him. You see him doing all the farm work. Middle of the episode, they're like, you think you're away now? You think you're a city boy now? Just because you got a haircut? Just because you're living here for a week, you're not one of us. Like, it was weird. Now, this is a stark contrast to what the viewers were starting to feel about Chris, the city boy. He had the opposite story arc.
Oh yeah, he's like struggling out there, I'm assuming.
So you see George, the humble, hardworking king, go to the city, be moved by the possibilities, and then fall into the city trap of becoming lazy and entitled. And his story starts at the top, and he finds himself making his way downtown. Now then Chris, this guy was at the bottom. Everyone wanted to slap him across the face when the episode started. He even went further down from there, because the minute that he gets to the village house, he's grossed out by his living conditions. He just hated everything about the village. He was visibly disgusted by everything and everyone.
Who is? I'm guessing it's him. We didn't get a good enough look at him. We haven't seen him that much either. We've been seeing pictures of George, not him. So I'm guessing that was him.
But as the 7 days pass, you see him starting to work harder. And he's helping George's blind father. He even volunteered to work a full day so he could pay George's parents back for everything that they did for him. And before he left...
So this is like what the show wants.
Are they manipulating them in this kind of way, then? Is that what we're going to hear? Is that they're goading them to act a certain way after a certain amount of time? To make it seem like poor people are ungrateful and rich people are, just saints?
Yes.
The message to be, because it's about changing you, right? A spoiled kid goes to village, sees how hard it is to live this type of life, and then you're like, oh my god, I need to be a good person. So that is the whole message.
Before he left, Chris went to George's dad and told him, Dad, Mom, take care of your health. So he had this stereotypical villain to hero story arc, right? So that's not to say that George didn't have his redemption. He did. The village boy had his redemption. At first he was loved by the viewers, then hated. And at the end of the episode, the day before the actual exchange, George was told that his dad was sick. He had fallen and got hurt. George immediately packed his bags and begged to go home right now. He said that since his dad had fallen, he needed to go home to harvest the wheat.
Okay, was this a lie? Question mark.
Nobody else could do it but him. He had to go to work. So it was such a moving moment that the city parents, they even offered to sponsor George's studies later on in hopes that he would get to a university one day. So both parents, both kids, both families, they were just so moved to tears by the whole experience, and the viewers, they could feel it. They were moved by these raw emotions. Everyone loved the freaking show. It was an instant hit.
No, except, was it fake? All reality is like fake to some degree, right?
It was a show that was entertaining enough. It was family friendly. It had the drama. It had the villains, the crazy moments, the unbelievable moments, and also what they call poverty porn. So reality show.
Poverty? Pornography? Like what? I have not heard that before, but it makes sense. There's a lot of stuff like word and then like insert word nography. But yeah, parents probably could manipulate things with their money to make it seem like it's like they're like so great or whatnot.
Shows that are focused on people in impoverished areas, they do get really good views. Whether it's impoverished hoarders, you know, just poverty porn. It's a thing, it's very popular amongst like middle, upper class viewers. I guess it just gives you a sense of like...
I was gonna say superiority over them.
Like, oh wow.
Like,
No, like you feel kind of good that you're not in that position.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I'm
it's
assuming.
a thing.
It's
Yeah.
like you feel like, oh wow, like what we have is good. At least we have a home. Like
Yeah.
like you feel like, oh wow.
And then I also heard that there is a deeper level to it. People will feel bad. Poverty porn isn't just reality shows, it could be pictures. So that's why you see a lot of people go to impoverished areas and taking pictures. A lot of people say that the psychology of seeing a picture like that and you feeling sad for them actually makes you feel good about yourself. Because you think to yourself, wow, I feel sad for them, which means I'm a good person.
Then you know, lost point investing. Like people post how much they've lost.
oh.
You know what I'm talking
Well,
about?
I still don't get why they post that.
It's probably similar to this to show like, oh my god, I lost so much money this week. Here's a screenshot of how much money I lost.
But
Yeah, but it's like I lost this much money, but I'm so rich, losing this much money doesn't matter.
how's that good for
It's a thing,
yourself?
but it's a thing though. It's a thing people do.
That's so interesting.
It's not. I don't think it's good at all.
Yeah, and
You
it's
should
not
not
like,
be,
it's
like-
not bragging or anything either.
Right, but people love it. Love to share that. Yeah, it's a thing, right? You've seen them.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, yeah, me.
Oh yeah.
As a third party, I think I've seen more lost porn than gain porn.
For sure, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
especially this week.
All right.
All right.
All right. So I think it had all the elements. The parents, the kids, everyone could watch it without feeling like they were watching trash TV. The viewers probably left the show feeling good about what they had just seen. Like, oh, I just learned some life lessons instead of watching Too Hot to Handle or Love Island, right? A lot of viewers said no matter how many episodes that they watched, they cried every single time. So the directors, they start focusing on that. They start focusing on the meaningful effect that this is leaving on the audience.
Okay, now we're gonna start manipulating things to be even more fabricated. Like, if we're gonna say like whatever that wasn't too fabricated, but it probably was. Now, are we gonna heavily lean into that, like in true reality show fashion, and just make everything fake?
This is the foundation of the whole show. A lot of interesting conversations are starting to shape around this show, such as can suffering really help a city kid realize his mistakes and change him forever? Do you think it can? A week of struggle, do you think it can change your life?
Week of struggle.
Yeah, 1 week of struggle.
I think it depends on the person, but I think it will have like a dramatic change though, for sure.
You think so?
Yeah, like I think it'll teach you like complain less and things like that. I actually, how about this? A month. I think month is good. All right, did I say month? I meant a year.
Did I say a year? I meant your whole life. Okay.
No, I think it'll do something to your brain though, for sure.
Yeah. But I feel like the continuation is key. Like who's gonna follow up with you? Who's gonna make sure that you're still doing the right thing? The support system, the support group.
I think more than that. I think the reason it doesn't work, let me know if you guys think the same way or differently. I don't think it works because you have no consequences. You're just swapping lives, you know at the end, you're gonna go back home. So yeah, it's gonna...
Yeah. Like you said, you're just gonna end up back where you were, unless something happens. Question mark. That's the thing. You never know what might happen to you. You know, parents lose all their money. You end up in the situation that you were in when you swapped. Something happens to you. You just never know.
It's gonna be a struggle. You're gonna lose a lot of luxuries and it's not gonna be fun. It's gonna be like a horrible summer camp. It's like going to a boot camp for a week. But at the end of the day, you have no consequences. Bills are not due. Rent is not due. You still don't understand the fear. Now, does seeing the potential, the possibilities motivate the village kid to want to work and study harder, right? To get out of the village. I mean, these kinds of questions, they had to be answered. But how many times do they have to be answered? Huh? Once, twice, right? Because the show eventually started feeling repetitive. It was one of the...
How many times can you do the exact same thing over and over again? before people start leaving.
Longest running shows in all of Chinese history. It just felt like different kids, same script, every single episode. Yeah, we get it. The city kid is rebellious, his parents are wealthy, loves luxury, loves extravagance. We get it. You want to smack him upside the head. He disrespects his parents. He never cares about his grades. But when he gets to the village, he throws his suitcase. He's disgusted. He looks around. Ugh, gross. Where's your steam shower? You don't have a, disgust. You don't have a sauna in your house? Ugh, shock horror. Then comes the realization. They hate the plain food that's served there. They're like, where's the lobster? Where's the snacks? Where's the restaurants? Why do we have to eat at home? Then they suddenly have to do chores. Oftentimes they show their frustrations in a dramatic way by throwing pots and pans around. Maybe they kick a furniture or two. Maybe they even try to cuss out the village parents.
What?
I wonder if the other parents have, not the rights, that's not the right word, but if they're allowed to, discipline the children. So it'd be crazy, and would the show even show them doing that? It's not like, I don't know what the rules are in China. Maybe they don't care. I don't know. That comes to mind.
But the village parents, they never give up on them. And the city kid is moved by them. There's always that moment of, wow, this person is really not giving up on me. And all the hard work that they put in, the city kid suddenly feels embarrassed for everything that they've done to the village parents. And
Yeah, like, what are they going to change it to? If not just rich kid, poor kid. Obviously with wife swap, right? It's different. It's not just that. It's different ways of thinking and lifestyles, etc., etc. So what are they going to do now? Get like a Buddhist family? A monk family? No, I feel like a monk wouldn't have a family. Like, what are they going to do?
And they suddenly start wanting to help. They start fitting into life there, working around the farm, trying to compensate, going the extra mile to help cook and clean. When they finally get back home to the city, it's a changed kid. He apologizes to his parents and he promises, I'm gonna be a good kid. I saw everything out there I needed to see, I'm gonna be a good kid. Then you have the rural kid. He or she is excellent in self-discipline, studies hard, well-behaved, and honestly, this kid is like a mini adult, and you feel bad for them because you don't have to be an adult, but they are. They don't have the luxury of playing with toys, and they're
No power dynamics anymore. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know what they could do. Gotta keep looking over there and delaying the ads. Could they have like Christian family, Buddhist family swap or something? Like that's the only thing I can think of. I don't just keep hanging on that, but like different religions. That's all I can think of right now. Oh yeah, I need to. There we go.
They're always well behaved. They spend all day studying and then working on their farm. Maybe you even get those shots of them studying in the moonlight or with a small dim flashlight. And this kid just has a miserable life and he doesn't have emotional connections with his parents because they're all just so stressed. And when he gets to the city, the first stop the city parents take him is on a huge makeover. Some new clothes, expensive clothes, a new haircut, okay?
It's like
Right?
where we take the end.
Okay, what is gonna happen to those clothes once he gets back? I feel like they would sell them, right? So they make money and actually have like a slightly better life. I feel like that's something that would happen.
Yeah, I don't complain about that though.
Bruh.
Keep it going.
Goes to an elite academy, even takes studio headshots. Now, maybe there's a small subplot to make the viewers think that the village kid is getting entitled, but quickly enough, you see them going back home with a big smile on their face. They're so happy with the experience. They love being exposed to the world. Now they love the city and they want to work even harder to get out of the village. Both kids are somewhat reborn, and they both promise to never be naughty kids ever again and that they will study hard. Eventually, the viewers got tired of it. The show stopped in 2008, but the show made a comeback.
They're pretty old. I guess Wife Swap is really old then. Because I knew it was old, but like, we're talking like really old.
Just 4 years later, in 2012, the production said that they had upped the ante. They were going to change things. They wanted to be more real, more transparent, more drama. They wanted, so mainly for the sake of nostalgia, I think a lot of people tuned in for the reboot. For example, a city boy named Sam. He was a bit of a troublemaker. He smoked, he hung out at the clubs, he dropped out of school.
Okay, so we have a delinquent here. So that's a decent, I don't know, dynamic, I guess. Hoodlum replaced with a perfect kid? Question mark. Oh, a good kid. Is that what
Whenever
I see?
his mom wouldn't give him money, he would threaten to sell one of his kidneys.
Oh,
Can he even do that? Is that even possible for the kid to be like, yeah, I can just go to the market and have a kidney sold? I'm like, huh?
what?
He'd be like, you don't give me money, then I'm gonna go out on the streets, rip my kidney open, rip it out, and give it to some black market organ dealer.
What would just
The black markets are just like there, just on the street.
Go
what would your
ahead.
mom do? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my mom would say, well, good thing you have two. She'd be like, don't even try. The most unchangeable protagonist in the history of Exchange was dubbed to be this Sam kid. Just everything that he did was gross. He pretended to be distraught that he didn't have a father figure since he was being raised by a single mom. And his mom would give him more money. Anytime she said no, he would just be like, it's because I don't have a dad. And she would just hand him any money that he wanted. I mean, I get it. Not having a father figure is terrifying and traumatic for some people, but like, he knew his dad. His dad was in the picture. It's not like he never knew his dad. He would go clubbing with his dad. So yeah,
How old was this child? Hello? How are you getting into the club as a child?
What?
even though he was a minor, I get it.
Yeah.
His dad was horrendous, but this kid was definitely manipulating his mom for money. Now, this 15-year-old buttface, I know, real mature Stephanie, he would spend up to 5,000 US dollars in one day
Okay, so he's like a teenager.
on, I don't know, bullshit.
What the frick?
I don't even know businesses that spend that much money in one day. But he's like buying fun stuff.
So he's like filthy, filthy rich. Or his parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he would stand by his mom, shaking his hand, and he would say, "Give me money, hurry."
To his mom? Yeah.
Give me money, hurry.
That's so disrespectful.
Interestingly enough, it was Sam's idea to go on the show. You're like, wait, what? Why would he want to go? Does he want to change for the better? Does he want to go to the village and like try to transform himself? Not exactly. He thought he could become a star. He
Yeah, that's what I assumed. He just wanted to be famous.
even asked the producers, "I'm gonna be a star after this, right?" He argued, "Being a star is my life goal. It's easy, it's entertaining, there's money, and I just love being admired."
I think some people kind of got, I don't know, temporarily famous off of doing the shows. Not to that has influence. The Not to break this person up because I feel like they're controversial, but which is whatever. Tila Tequila, what was she from? Flavor of Love? I don't remember what she was from, but she was on one of these reality shows back, in ancient dinosaur times, prehistoric times. And didn't she eventually get a show and then kind of became like I don't know, let's call her like a D-class celebrity? I was assuming she was a nobody before that. I feel like a few people possibly got that kind of treatment from reality shows. So maybe he's like looking for like the Tila Tequila treatments and expects to just become some sort of famous whatever off of it. Just from being on like a singular reality show.
I'm sorry, what? Like, he seems like such an unchangeable kid. He would even go to his mom's place of work, and since she's the business owner, this is like the boss's son coming in. All the employees would be alert, they would treat him really well, and he would use it to his advantage to make really nasty jokes about women and sex.
Okay, so bad kid, spoiled on top of it. So I feel like the spoiling is like ruining him. There's no discipline. Is he going to end up getting disciplined? Because like I was asking that earlier, like if the other families are going to be allowed to discipline them. I feel like we don't need just sending him off to the rural area. We need parents who can actually are allowed to like be like, hey, you need to actually obey.
And all the employees would just laugh really hard so they don't piss off the boss's son.
What?
Yeah. So this is the type of dude we're dealing with, right? And he was set to exchange lives with a village girl named Wanda. Wanda was the opposite of this kid. Her life was rough. She lived with her uncle who was partially paralyzed, her grandmother, and her dad. And since her parents got divorced when she was young, they all struggled to feed the family.
I feel like he's gonna ruin their lives even more.
They made annually less than $1,500 in the whole year, which is not even enough for Sam spending in a week, let alone maybe even a day.
Jeez.
She had no hobbies, no fun time. Wanda didn't even act like a little kid. She also had resentment towards her mom, who just abandoned her when she was young, and the producers had this to say about her house. You have to pass through one of the largest tunnels in Asia, then walk out from the reservoir going along the Lan River. Then you should probably drive because it's about 137 miles deeper into the rural area, into the mountains. Each mile gets more and more rural. Then, once you reach the tiny little village, you feel like you've reached the end of the world, but you're wrong. You have to go a bit further before you get to Wanda's house, which was made out of mud. So, Sam was terrified of Wanda's house when he got to the village. He said, we were driving along the mountain with almost half the car hanging outside the mountain, and you're gone if your car slips. There aren't even guard bars. Every turn made my butthole flex. So this time, the kids were told to bring gifts to their new host families, right? And the show really emphasized how different the gifts were. For example, Sam brought his new village parents.
Okay, what's it gonna be? Is it gonna be something stupid or actually something useful that they could actually use for the rest of their lives? What is it gonna be? It would not be like a picture of himself. That would be so crazy, right? Just like, oh, here's a picture. Here's a headshot of me. You can have it. So once I become famous, you can say, oh, I have a headshot of this dude. That would be the craziest thing I could think of. It's probably not going to be that.
Flowers and a teddy bear. What would
Okay, flowers and a teddy bear. Not useful, but fine. At least it's not a headshot.
you bring?
To the village parents?
Yeah.
Like a gift, like a really meaningful gift card. I or a letter and just like telling them I appreciate it and then
Okay.
just
I like
help
it.
them work or something.
I don't know, again, like,
Meanwhile, Wanda would bring her city parents not like a gift package, but a large box of walnuts. These were not packaged like super fancy, not like, ooh, these are the walnuts from Europe.
I assume it's just the walnuts that they have. Like, they have some sort of what do walnuts grow on? Do they grow on a tree? I don't even. Why do I not know? Oops. I think I just reset that back to 0. That's fine. Why do I not know where walnuts come from? I gotta
Goes
figure
to an elite academy.
figure out where we were. Yeah, I just accidentally pressed 0. So there's a chart here that I don't see. Here's Wanda. Her talking about Wanda. So
To feed the family. They made annually resentment towards her mom, who just abandoned her when she was young. Wanda didn't even act like a little kid. She had no hobbies, no fun, let alone maybe even a day.
Jeez.
She had no hobbies,
am I like?
dollars in the whole year.
Yeah, I guess I just.
Had this to say about her house. You have to pass through one of the largest tunnels in Asia.
Yeah, so we're like slightly past this.
Feel like you've reached the end of the world, but you're wrong. You have to go a bit with almost half the car hanging out. New host families, right? And the show really emphasized how different the gifts were. For example,
Okay, so here's the gift
To
card.
the village parents?
Yeah.
The walnuts. I'm just assuming they have some sort of walnuts plants, and she just picked them and then gave them, which is, of course, thoughtful because they could have used that themselves as nourishment. But again, I feel like if you're going to someone you know isn't living too well off, you would take something that would help them, again, potentially for the rest of their lives. Like some sort of appliance that would make a life easier, utensils, I don't know, something. It seems like a bit too serious, but I feel like that's what maybe I would have taken. I don't know if this was me. Something that's going to, again, like keep them or help them for the rest of their lives. I don't know.
Like a gift, like a really and then
okay. gift package, but a large box of walnuts. These were not packaged like super fancy, not like, ooh, these are the walnuts from Europe. It was like a bulk package. It really showcased their standing in the Maslow's hierarchy. Have you guys, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Okay, I get
is
it.
that the pyramid?
There's so much controversy. We're gonna get into it.
That I saw in the timeline.
But the bottom tier of this hierarchy, this is how to become like a fulfilled human. It looks like a pyramid for fulfillment.
The level of
Yeah.
needs.
Okay.
So the bottom level of needs is the physiological.
Okay, so we got physiological, safety, belonging, love, esteem, cognitive, aesthetics, self-actualization, and transcendence. Then we have what? Deficiency needs, is that what it says? And then growth needs.
Physiological needs, nutrition,
I
water,
know she was going to say it, but that's reading it
air,
anyways.
sleep, shelter, clothing, right? So walnuts would fit into this first category. It's a really nutritiously dense food, the most basic category to keep your body alive. Then the second step up would be safety needs, security, stability, predictability, protection, freedom. Then the third level up would be structure, order, and law. So this is kind of, you know, having some sort of moral balance, I guess. Then above that is love and belongingness, essentially social connections and human interactions, having intimate relationships and affection, and then a sense of community even. Then after that is self-esteem. So this is a lot more personal. This is when you forget about the community and you want some level of achievement and status so that you have better self-worth, some sort of respect for yourself, I guess, right? Then above that is cognitive. After you achieve that, it said that you want more knowledge. You're becoming curious now. You want to know the meaning of life. Not necessarily knowledge on how to do your job, but like bigger questions, almost heading into like the spiritual territory. So once you've hit that, then you want aesthetics. You start garnering an appreciation for beauty and art and balance. And this is not to say that you have a house worthy of Architectural Digest or that you're collecting art, but maybe you love it. Maybe you're appreciating it genuinely. Maybe you're collecting a few pieces of not even expensive decor, but decor. Maybe you go to the museum here and there. You spend time finding vinyl records, clothes to express your artistic side. It's all about like expressing yourself artistically.
I'm wondering what the heck transcendence on this pyramid means. Like, what do you mean transcendence? Transcending to what?
Then, once you have most of those, right? Because think about it, if you can't even put food on the table, that shit is a waste of time. You wear whatever clothes you got. Like, you're not trying to express your vibe in your clothes today. You're trying to pay your bills. This is kind of where the teddy bear fits in. The aesthetic category. It's not necessarily useful. It's not even security or safety unless you're a kid.
Yeah.
You're giving it to parents, and flowers, they die. So again, it's aesthetic. You're appreciating the beauty for 2 seconds.
Okay, so on this pyramid, we're saying that she gave, I mean, the bar is in the way, but she gave like the most needed thing to her new parents, which is the physiological need, and he is way up here on the pyramid. That is a bad arrow. Oof. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. He's just like, he's way off at a touch here.
Now, what on earth is the village family gonna do with the damn teddy bear?
Are you not going to talk about transcendence?
It's not going to feed them. It's not going to keep the lights on. It's a thoughtful gift, but it's not something that they'll actually want. And then on top of that stage are two more. Self-actualization is on top of that. This is when you realize your full potential and you're focused on personal growth and fulfillment. Then the last one is called transcendence. This sounds like a cult.
Okay.
So apparently these are for people who have achieved everything below and they want to provide service now. Not everyone at the top of the pyramid is a billionaire or even a millionaire. And
Is it just like charity?
likewise, not all wealthy or rich people are at the top of the pyramid. So this is where a bit of the controversy and the usefulness of this pyramid comes in. I saw it getting a lot of heat, maybe because a lot of finance dudes started using it. A lot of finance dudes started to use it as an example that you need to reach financial success or freedom to achieve a higher level of transcendence.
Yeah, like, is pretentious too strong of a word to use for them using the word transcendence at the top of the pyramid? Because that's just like, what do you mean transcendence?
So people who have more money are transcended, which is such an elitist concept, right? It sounds like a cult, like a capitalistic cult, but it's not necessarily implying that you need to reach each step to get to the next. I think the whole purpose of this, honestly, if I can just be honest, is that if you're hungry and if you have no shelter, or if you're worried about being beat by a loved one, who knows when, you can't really achieve your full potential. I think that's what it was trying to say, okay? I don't think it was trying to be like, you need to be financially free. That's kind of the huge conversation between these village kids and these city kids, especially in this particular situation. Back to good old Sam. He gets to the house and they give him the best room in the house. A room that Wanda would never be able to get to sleep in. They even cooked him a hot...
Why? Why does he get it? Are they just trying to be as nice as possible so that they might get some stuff later? Question mark. I don't know. Like, are they just hamming it up for the show? Are they being forced to do this? Actually, is what I should say. Is the show forcing them to give him the best room?
Hot chicken meal, which normally they only eat potatoes, and he hated the chicken meal so much he actually put his chopsticks down, looked at his village family, and
Like I said, it's just standard hospitality, right? So it's probably just, it could just be that they're just treating him with the utmost hospitality, just could be because they're so humble.
said, "Thank you, but sorry, I'll get fat if I eat too much."
What? We don't have to rewind because I understand what happened there, but like, what? Watching his weight?
And he hated the chicken meal so much he actually put his chopsticks down, looked at his village family, and said, "Thank you, but sorry, I'll get fat if I eat too much." After dinner, he went back to his room and felt the blanket that was laid down on his little quilt mattress, and he was disgusted that it was a bit moist. So he looked at the director and said, "Maybe we should stop filming and go home."
Like, been there for a couple hours, and it's like, alright, time to go.
He had to stay there for the next 2 weeks. And
I mean, technically he doesn't, because you're kind of, maybe, that's kind of kidnapping, right? But technicality.
most of the time, he was bored out of his mind. He tried to kill time by filling a spray bottle with water and spraying at the insects that flew by. Some days, he would play this little game of shooting at the insects from morning until nighttime. He hated that the closest neighbor was a mile away, and he said, "The village is just full of old men and a ton of kids, not a lot of teenagers. And if there are teenagers, they're always just working."
Wow.
He thought it was gross that they all ate potatoes every day, so he begged his producers to buy hot meals for him, whatever they went out to eat. So he ate takeout for a greater part of his time there. He even had a huge blowout moment where he was just so pissed off of being stuck there that he went to the living room and broke a chair. He broke a table, and I guess he felt so good about it, so he got a hammer and smashed every single piece of furniture in the village house.
Yeah, and she's like, hello? Like, what? There's like no way, right? Just like that. I said at the beginning, like, he's just gonna ruin these people's lives, right? And he literally is just doing that. He's just ruining their lives, you know, unless they again scripted this, and hopefully they're gonna be compensated for that. Question mark.
What?
Bruh.
But that's the whole plot, isn't it? He felt so bad, he knew he needed to pay for it all. So he went outside into the village and begged for work. And he worked all day, and when that didn't gather enough money to pay for all the new furniture,
That kind of feels, now this feels scripted.
Sam even sold his phone. His beloved phone that he had been attached to the whole episode. He sold it so he could
Guy does not know how to feel bad, so you're gonna make me believe just out of nowhere now he feels bad for destroying these people's property?
buy the family a new table.
Oh, what happened?
Just like
know,
that.
Just like that. He saw the look on the village parents' faces.
So he felt guilty or something. But still, that's a huge change in the span of 2 weeks.
Yeah. And he got down on his knees and he apologized to the family for being rude.
What?
Hey,
So-
good for him though.
Sounds like he learned a lot. But in the end,
No.
And Sam was asked the biggest takeaway from his whole experience. And he said, I think it's that I was born into a good womb. I'm sorry, what?
What?
Not environment, but ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But even then, everybody loves Sam. That is until 2015, okay?
Why 2015? Did we not get Wanda's story?
He had an interview with GQ. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So no, it's just something into the future where he's gonna say something dumb, right?
magazine. And he exposed the producers of the show. He said everything was staged.
Okay, so of course, I mean it's reality TV. Reality does not mean real. It is actually just fake. Also, just in case anyone doesn't know, sometimes YouTube does get out of sync. So just make sure to tap, the right side of the screen or click the right side of the screen, fast forward or whatever to make sure it's actually as fast as possible and it's actually up to date. Because I do have like ultra latency turned on, so it's like pretty like not 1-to-1 but almost 1-to-1 to me streaming it out, so I can respond instantly. So just make sure everything is up to speed. But yeah, of course, everything is just freaking scripted. It's reality TV.
Even the part where he went out looking for work to pay for the furniture.
No duh. That part is the most scripted. The rest of the stuff, him breaking everything, that's pretty scripted. But especially him going out and finding work to pay for everything.
The producers told him exactly who to ask. So it was all planned. I mean, what kind of work was he gonna get? It was all planned. On top of that, he said he was forced to smash the furniture in the first place.
Yeah, so again, that seemed kind of crazy. So that seemed like that could be a thing, so yeah.
What?
Well, not necessarily first, but a producer kept telling him, if you don't do this or that, you can't go back, and you're just gonna die in the mountains.
Also, a kidnapping.
You have no phone. We have your phone. You're gonna die here. Your mom won't care. We won't feed you. We will abuse you.
Right.
So in anger, Sam smashed the furniture. He said even in the end, he didn't fit into the village life. It was only edited to look like he did. He didn't like getting his shoes dirty. He hated the smell of the fertilizer. He hated it all. Sam said whenever the staff wanted to make you behave badly, they would irritate you and trigger you. When they wanted you to behave well, they would incentivize you. Sam claimed that one of the producers even offered to find him a sex worker when this was all said and done.
What?
This kid is underage, by the way.
Yeah, he's 15, question mark.
Wow.
Oh, and another moment Sam
Granted, I don't know what the rules are in China.
was on camera. He went to a restaurant, ordered a ton of food, and I guess he didn't even look at the prices because he didn't have enough money for the food. So when the waiter was like, you don't have enough money, he ran out, embarrassed. He said that was all staged. The producers ordered all the food, and then they left and had him sit down and eat the food. So he thought they were gonna eat afterwards because there was so much food, but then the waiter came and asked him to pay for it. And the producer was like, oh, well, how much money do you have on you, Sam? And he was like,
Okay, so they set him up to dine and dash.
go, I have like $100, let's say. And he was like, oh, okay. And then the producer was ordering food with Sam, being like, oh, like, I'm gonna get some too, like, I'll cover the rest, right? And it came out to be like $300, let's say. But they edited that all out to just see him ordering all this food, and all this food gets there, and Sam is eating all this food, and just, it seems like he is a guy who has no concept of anything, just so privileged, he doesn't even look at prices, doesn't even think. Then the waitress comes, tells him the bill, and he doesn't have enough money. So we see on camera he's running out of the restaurant in embarrassment. And it's just like this moment of like, ugh, gross, he's so gross. But in reality, the producers essentially set him up. Like he had the know-abouts, the faculties to go in there and only order enough for what he had.
So the producer ordered
More than he
extra just to embarrass him.
Just to embarrass him. Like that whole clip was just to embarrass him. Yeah, he said the whole thing was a performance. All the plots were arranged by the producers, and he even asked the burning question, don't you think that you guys have gone too far for so-called positivity?
Kind of crazy to have, assuming he's telling the truth, this delinquent be the voice of truth / justice, good, insert word here, opposed to these adults.
Because in the end, all the viewers feel so positive about it, but it's all fake.
Fake.
Now, Wanda, the village girl,
Yeah, we don't have any clue what happened to her.
agreed with him,
Yeah.
and she got a lot of hate on the episode.
Yeah, what did she do? We didn't get any info on what happened in her scenario.
In fact, she ended up being the villain of the episode.
I mean, of course, it argue that George was a villain of his episode too. They always seem to have the opposite, right? The rich person becomes the hero, and the poor person becomes the villain for like a small amount of time. Then it goes back to being normal.
Because it showed her from going from the good girl, village girl, and then getting used to the luxuries of the city. And in one part of the episode, it said that she was forcing another boy from her school, her new elitist school in the city, to wash her feet.
What?
So it's like, she's like, oh, wash my feet. And
Like, there's no way.
everyone said that she had princess syndrome. Like, she
It would never happen.
thinks she's a princess now.
Maybe
That
that was
is-
stage 2.
Yes.
That is so odd.
Wha-
I've never heard such
Yeah.
demand.
Yeah.
Because she's from the village. Like, how can someone
Yeah.
have that?
Or even in the city. I've never seen. Have you ever
It's
seen
so
someone say,
rude.
wash my feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, at church.
Oh.
Okay.
Huh?
That's different.
Yeah.
Okay, that's different.
I washed Scott so many feet. Wanda said that's not actually how it went down. The
I don't know anything about what she just said.
producers woke her up from a nap and she had no idea what was going on. She was so confused. And they told her that this boy is gonna wash your feet. And it was gonna be a sweet moment for the viewers. This is gonna be like a romantic, sweet moment for the viewers. This is like what the
Romantic, huh? Children?
city kids do. You wouldn't know, you're a village kid. And she was so confused. She was like, wait, why do they do this? But she didn't understand, so she just kind of sat there awkwardly and just let it happen.
Wow.
And they edited it to make it look like she,
Said
like the
that?
narrator was like, oh, and now she's forcing her. So, I mean, just really bad. She was ridiculed online for the longest time. Everybody said that she was a cringe princess that made other people wash her feet, when in reality, that's not what happened. So after this show, she became super depressed, and everyone soon realized, with all of this exposing, that the poor kids, the village kids, they got the short end of the stick. Because everybody takes for granted that village kids are simple and kind. And if the village kids even show a slight interest or liking to the city things, which are completely normal, like video games, what kind of kid doesn't like a video game?
Yeah.
But if they do, they're seen as betrayers, that they're violating their own upbringing and they're showing their true colors.
What true
What true colors? Like he's gonna say
color?
right now.
Yeah.
Like betraying? Like hello?
As a kid, like
Yeah.
what true color are you talking about?
Kid wants to do everything,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Anything fun.
So meanwhile, the audience doesn't like the city kids, but their occasional, normal, good behavior, I guess, is seen as a huge change. It's like when someone evil, okay, I know we deal with this on social media. It's like when someone who has done repetitively horrendous things, they say one good thing online. Their occasional good behavior is considered this positive character development.
Yeah. I think there's got to be some human psychology behind that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right? It's so fascinating. That's the whole idea behind any like villain stories. It's like someone's so evil, kills so many people, and then
Became
you learn about their
constant.
upbringing, and then like
Yeah,
they did something remotely touching or nice, and then people's like, I freaking love the Joker.
Or like,
like that's pretty common. There's two different sides of this, two different spectrums to the villain gets a redemption arc. That happens too many times, and a lot of people complain that villains aren't allowed to just be evil and just be villains anymore. They have to have a redemption arc. They have to have like do some sort of good deed that makes them like the good guy out of nowhere. There's also the other side, which is I've mentioned before. I don't know what episode it was. Was it one of her episodes, Rotten Mango video, or was it one of the Opium videos, one of her videos? I don't remember. It's something I've heard from YouTubers or just like people online, not necessarily YouTubers, but just anyone who is susceptible to being spoken to online, is that it doesn't really matter how many good or positive or nice comments you get, that one negative comment ruins your life. Like you get 1,000 good comments, but the one negative one ruins your life. That's kind of like, it's similar and not necessarily the same thing, but it's similar and opposite of that. Like one good deed from a bad person just redeems them out of nowhere. And then in a similar vibe, but not the exact same sort of obviously scenario, because I'm not talking about like a hero doing one bad thing and then becoming bad forever. It's just like slightly the same, but not the same universe. It's just if people hear a lot of nice things, but the one bad thing that they hear about themselves like ruins their entire day or life.
Understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so interesting.
It's
like the whole
interesting,
psychology behind the whole villain to hero arc is so beloved and vast
Yes.
versus
I don't know if it's beloved. I feel like people have been complaining that villains aren't allowed to be villains anymore.
the hero to villain arc.
It's like completely different, right?
It's just, yeah, fascinating. So the standards for the village kids were astronomical, and they were essentially set up for failure. And even afterwards, it was so unfair. So a lot of the contestants, just like in the United States, they become social media famous, or at least they try to be. So the city kids, when they made Instagrams and asked people to follow them, it made sense. It's like, oh, Too Hot to Handle cast have Instagrams, or the Bachelor cast, they become influencers now. It makes sense, nothing out of the norm. They get brand deals, they make a living, everything makes sense. But when the village kids did it, everyone would freak out online.
What?
They would be scolded, like, oh, you got a taste of the internet and now you're showing your true colors. Like, look at you, you're becoming narcissistic after a week in the city.
Would they even have the Instagram accounts in the first place? Like, who's making them? I feel like it's like the staff of the show. Like, where are they getting the internet from to use these accounts to begin with? Like, I feel like they're not even using them. It's the staff pretending to be these kids.
Wow.
I think Village to that was better.
That's what most people would think, right? But I guess in the purpose of this show, people were watching it. Most city people were watching it to get something from it. They wanted to know that there are village people out there that are pure and will always be like that and like shoo them away. We don't want to see them too often. We just want to see them once in a while so we feel better about ourselves. But now you guys are trying to infiltrate our world, our social media world. Like, that was the vibe people were giving. A lot of the city kids said this. I think living in the village is hard. I did a lot of hard work, but the night I got home, I went to the clubs. Like, I was back to my original self the night that I got back.
Yeah, like they're just gonna immediately forget about
Like,
it.
it's impossible for me to stop smoking or stop going to the club or spending money.
Smoking? Hello? Kids, stop smoking, don't smoke.
Sam was even asked, what do you think changed since you got back? He said, I used to think an Audi and BMW were good cars, but after the exchange show, I think now I should be driving a Ferrari or a Lamborghini.
What?
Which is a change for me. So now I'm asking my mom for a Ferrari, which she said yes, because because you guys call it
Falali.
falali?
Ferrari?
So fala or something means getting help from others in Chinese. Is
Getting
he said.
what?
Help from others, getting help. Li means sounds like everything goes well.
Yeah, Lee.
Yeah, so apparently his mom agreed to it because she believes in this type of superstition, he said.
Wow, super.
But just manipulating mom, just earning all the money that she's making. What kind of job does she have? I mean, the father's not around, but he is around, so he's probably getting money from that too. Because the father isn't like just vanish out of thin air. She said like he is around. It's just they're not together, I think. So
Superstition, Ferrari. Wow.
Must be nice.
Another city kid named Helen was there, and she was one of the most rebellious on the show. She was very hot-tempered. She loved to yell at her parents. She even kicked her stepdad into submission. But her favorite tagline was that she was going to have plastic surgery until she was dead. She hated poor people. She said any pieces of clothing that are under $3 should all be burned.
under $3. I feel like most clothing isn't under $3. Well, I mean, other than like the like maybe like a standard T-shirt, maybe like a pack of T-shirts, pack of muscle shirts, stuff like that.
What?
A lot of people said watching her talk made them want to beat her up. So of course she goes viral. And no matter how annoying she was, she did have the whole successful story arc. At the
I
end
was like, if everyone's mad at her, how did she get her, like, hero arc?
of the show, she promised to never have plastic surgery again. She cried and she touched a ton of people. But right after, she starts her initiative to become a social media star, and it's clear that she's still constantly getting plastic surgery, and she wasn't even trying to hide it. Which again, nothing is wrong with plastic surgery,
Isn't she a kid?
but like you just promised 2 seconds ago. And by the time that she was 19, she already had 33 surgeries done.
Yeah, like, aren't you a child? How are you getting plastic surgery? Unless it's just normal over there. Yeah, it does look like a completely different person.
And in
Unless, like, there's some filters going on.
2019, she gave birth in true influencer fashion.
What?
And
What
in
year?
2019,
19.
she gave birth in true influencer fashion. She live streamed it with her husband. Giving birth, and they were live streaming asking for tips and donations. Like tips on how to have a successful birth, but also donations.
For giving birth?
Yeah.
But-
and,
okay.
Oh, and it gets worse. They had a wedding, and the whole wedding was sponsored. Like straight up.
We have sponsored weddings now?
Okay, I know
In what universe?
celebrity weddings are sponsored here and there. Like they'll
I didn't know that that was a thing either. Like, celebrities have sponsored weddings instead of just going and have a regular wedding.
have like Kourtney Kardashian's weddings recently was sponsored by Dolce & Gabbana, right? Everybody wore Dolce &
so
Gabbana.
crazy.
It's crazy. It's fascinating to see the whole culture, right? I don't know if we'll have a wedding, but like, listen, bitch, if you see a row of Flow water, maybe it's sponsored. I don't know, right? But they did it so weird. They did it so weird. It wasn't even like,
It's normal. Yeah, I've never heard of it before. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but
here's my wedding video. By the way, the sponsor of today's video, it wasn't like that. They were live streaming the wedding.
not that celebrities need sponsors to fund their wedding.
Like, let's say we're doing a wedding toast.
Okay, let's take a cheers.
Okay, cheers. Let's pour this beautiful red wine from Flow.
Ah, yes, the classic item drop in frame to make sure you know who has their sponsors in it. It's usually like a movie thing, right? Oh, look, I am just going to reach for this Dr. Pepper and drink from the Dr. Pepper. Make sure the logo is in frame.
Oh, red wine. Can I get your glasses from Baccarat? Okay, these crystal glasses from Baccarat are amazing. If you guys don't know, they have a 2-year
I mean, if you're just going on talking about them now, that's going too far. Like, obviously, everyone understands you're doing it like an ad read.
warranty on them. They're fantastic. My wine has never tasted better. I mean,
Not even hiding it.
truly, look at the elegance and the class and the sophistication. I've actually dropped it, never broken it. Okay, now we're just gonna pour this red wine, which, by the way, fantastic. It tastes like strawberries. But she's like in her wedding dress, and her wedding guests are sitting there.
What?
And it's live streaming. So it's like in real time. They had a tea sponsor. So at the end, they gave everybody tea, and they were like, okay, so now it's time for the tea ceremony. This is loose black tea leaf from the mountains of Stephanie Sue Island. It is truly the most fantastic. When you taste, everybody take a sip. Everybody take a sip. I taste forever marriage, you know? That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting from this one. The wedding didn't last. The marriage didn't last. They got
Oof. We're talking about this kid from the show still, right? Or not some random celebrity. I think we got lost in the sauce there. I'm assuming she's talking about the kid. Let's just assume we're talking about the kid. They have a baby, so that's rough.
divorced that year, so
That year?
maybe it was the
Yikes.
tea. Maybe it was the wine. I don't know. There was another city boy that got Instagram famous because he had a moment of hilariousness. I guess you could call it that. The boy, let's call him Patrick. Patrick hated the countryside food. He was stuck up. He only ate delicious dumplings his whole life. So he got there, and the first meal he said,
I wouldn't even touch your food if I'm starving to death.
Okay.
but like 2 minutes later, I guess he was starving to death.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can say that until you are really hungry, and then you're going to eat that.
Because he took a bite of it. Fried rice.
He loved it.
Delicious! Delicious. Literally said it in English.
So
Unless that's staged.
embarrassing.
Delicious. Wow. Can I get another bowl of this? Mm. What you just put in here? Delicious. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can I have some of yours? Like, he was doing that in 2 seconds.
It's kind of cute.
Yeah. So after the program, the guy goes on to become famous, and he actually started doing a bunch of like merch with delicious.
Yeah, I mean, assuming it had to be the delicious thing.
Hey, we should do that. Delicious.
Delicious. Okay. He started his own company, all of that. Like, they became famous influencers. But the rural kids, with the exception of 1 or 2, actually had their lives ruined from the show.
That makes sense.
So they were either bullied for changing because they liked video games, or they were bullied for wanting to become influencers, or they became depressed after they got back after being exposed to all the possibilities. They just now felt so sad.
Again, I still don't know how they could even become influencers, because it seems like, where are they getting the internet from? Where are they getting the cell phones from, or computers that you need to access social media? Again, I feel like they're not even on social media. I mean, I guess if their lives are being ruined, maybe, because then how would they know people are being mean to them if they don't have access? But I don't know.
There was a girl named Leia, though, that did get some social media fame. She has a few 100,000 followers. She's still getting comments, though, even years later. And people are, like, these hate comments are saying, you're not like you were before. You changed. You used to be so simple and humble, but now you've changed. And all you care about is makeup, and you're superficial now.
Wow.
In the end, it made the village kids feel worse, and they compared it to an Emily Dickinson poem called Had I Not Seen the Sun. So the poem essentially is, had I not seen the sun, I could have borne the shade. That's the main essence of the poem that people are bringing into question. It's essentially saying, if you haven't seen the sunniest, most beautiful day, right? Would you ever be able to complain when it's gloomy? Because gloomy is all you know.
Probably not.
Yeah, you wouldn't know that there is a sunny day. This is just your life. But then the day that the sun comes out, and then the next day it's gloomy, imagine like the feeling.
Okay, I have a theory.
Yeah.
Yes. What is your theory?
I think that's how I feel about social media. Social
Okay, it's just, I'm guessing you're saying if you didn't have social media, there would be. Okay,
media
let's
has
finish.
brought everyone so closely together. It's a have I not seen the sun? The sun.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have already said this kind of thing before in media, is that everyone is so connected now. It's actually a bad thing. 'Cause you can see everybody's lives and how well off other people are, and it's like that can make you feel bad about yourself. And then of course the lying, filters, Photoshop, etc. Unrealistic things that you're seeing, and it's making you feel bad, but it's not even real to begin with.
Sun is social media. A lot of influencer that's traveling, that's living this picture perfect life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for
So again, a lot of that is fake.
a lot of people, it's like, why is like mental illness is such a topic nowadays?
I think that's common.
Yeah, it's common. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You want to know the stupidest thing recently? I was feeling really down in the dumps, and I felt like I wanted to travel more, right? But I had a bunch of like obligations, right? So I can't travel this summer or like this month, which is such a privileged complaint to even begin with, right?
And I've never traveled outside of Texas and barely been to other cities around here. So,
But I
and that was as a kid for field trips. That's it.
see all of these influencers traveling and going on brand trips, and I felt myself getting a little bit sad. And he was like, oh, why do you look so down? And I was like, oh, nothing, like I guess I just want to travel, and they look like they're having so much fun. And I showed him, and he goes, you know what's so crazy? Technically you're an influencer, but you're looking at other influencers being like, I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
So everybody's just looking at everybody else online. It doesn't even matter if you become an influencer because you think that the life is so great. Even when you become an influencer, you're gonna look at other influencers and be like, oh my god, their life is so perfect.
You're gonna keep looking at someone else.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right?
and then
Yeah, the goal post keeps moving forward and keeps getting faker and faker.
it was like a moment of, this is so dumb and so scary. so scary because there's no end. There's like no end.
Yeah, like I said, the goalpost keeps moving.
Because someone's always going to be traveling when you're not, and someone's going to be going to a better place when you're not, or buying something that you can't afford or, you know, don't want to get. This is, again, this is such a privileged conversation that we can only think about and even talk about because we've already established the basic needs of like food and shelter and stuff. So it's crazy though. Yeah, but that's the story of one of the wildest reality shows in China. I wonder if this was more harmful than some of the crazier reality shows.
It's over though, right?
It's over, yeah.
It wasn't as crazy as I thought. I mean, there's a dark truth, but there's nothing. It's not like this is Rotten Mango, so I guess nothing crazy happened. We did have like the second of True Crime, but that was talking about the wife swap show.
They stopped it. What do you guys think are some of the most harmful reality shows? And it's always like the reality secrets that are so scary. If you guys want a video on all the reality show secrets, because there's Reddit threads of reality producers, producer assistants that go on there anonymously and kind of give the details of everything that they saw behind the scenes.
What's so crazy is they call it reality show.
Yes!
But was it?
But it's like
But I think at this point, everybody knows reality TV shows are not reality. They're all just fake. I feel like that's just an that's ancient history now at this point. Like everybody's known that for like a decade or so at this point. Like it's all reality isn't reality.
Yeah.
the opposite of reality.
I love reality shows, but I can't think too deep.
Yeah.
Because I'm always like, I wonder if this soundbite is edited together somehow. And then I'm like, no, if I think like that, I can't even enjoy it. And then I'm always wondering about the structure of it. You know how they always do the confessionals where they sit and talk to the camera?
I always think about that.
Yeah, I'm always like,
Because in the
imagine-
middle of an event, somebody's throwing fists, and then you cut to someone's like explaining. So
Yeah, sitting in a chair with like their name underneath them and the camera just focused on them and they're like, well, at this moment, blah, 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 blah.
I was coming in, right? And then this bitch told me
I
this.
don't get that.
Like, when do you pull them away? When did they say that?
I think it's after the show is filmed. They do interviews where they play it on a TV, like a snippet, and then they ask you leading questions to get the reactions that they want. Oh, and then people said they're like, what do you call them? I saw a Reddit thread of this guy. I think he was talking about it. What did he do for a living? Oh, shoot. He worked in some sort of movie industry, so not the reality shows, right? But he said he cannot watch reality shows because he works on lighting. And he knows for a fucking fact.
Okay. He works on lighting. Where is this going to go? Is there some sort of trickery that when lights are done in a certain way or like this way, it means this, or that?
Every scene takes 5 hours of the lighting crew to come in and make the lighting usable for TV. So when they have a spontaneous moment on The Bachelor where they're making out and you only see the shadows of them making out in the hot tub, he said that is not spontaneous. It took a lighting crew 5 hours to set that scene up.
Okay. That is kind of crazy, but that makes sense when you actually are told that. That kind of like that really shatters the immersion pretty hard, I would say.
That makes
Wow.
sense.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Look at your video. Lighting is like the worst.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
have.
So they have like the sun to the left. It's out. From our view, it's the right, but they're the left, I believe. Unless this is mirrored. I don't think it's mirrored, but I mean, we have the lighting from the sun over there. It's over here. I guess you could see it. I didn't know if I would be in the way. Like over there, we have the lights out there. Probably there's a ceiling fan. Not that that matters.
Hours
Yeah.
to make it this bad.
So, see you later. I'll work on my lighting. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to check out BetterHelp, linked in the description, because we all could use it. And I'll see
Okay, so that's the end of that. Not as crazy as I was assumed, but still, I thought like things would be like way worse, like just like the lives of the people. But I guess it is like it's just all fake, right? It's just reality show. So it ruined countless families' lives. I guess it's just them being some of the rural kids still being bullied to this day. But again, like I don't know how they're even seeing the bullying. That also leads into what I was saying before, where 1,000 good comments does not make up for the one negative one that you see. Unfortunately, like that's just how people see things a lot of the time. So if they are being bullied, even if they're getting a lot of like nice comments, but I'm pretty sure I said this during the burning not was it burning sun, the burning sun stuff. I think I mentioned it probably like the last video. The whole like 1,000 comments does not help against the one negative. That's the only thing I could assume is what's happening there with them. I guess, like I say, hopefully they're fine, I guess. Obviously, they spoiled. Kills are still spoiled. Nothing you can do about that. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything else to say about this one. I do have the second video already lined up, which we could probably just like click over to that and then close that, and then I already have the title ready to go to change at the top. If there's something else I wanted to say about that last video, I can't remember though. Usually, if in the video I would pause now and then think about it and then unpause. Well, trends in trying to move like light. I'm assuming you meant light speed. Yeah, I don't know. Could probably just like start this, and if I remember what I want to talk about in that last one, I'll bring it up. But we have how a Chinese influencer tricked a billionaire into marriage. I kind of wanted to have like a pause here in between the videos, but I think we can just go.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie, and today we are back with another
Yeah, new set in the back. We were at the living room before. No clue where this is. If they just have like rooms that they just set things up in.
Woo! Today we have a salmon volcano. I'm really excited about it.
excited.
It's like just 20 pounds of rice and a little
Maybe
bit of salmon on top. But you know
audible.
what? I think it's gonna be
This one is crazy. Okay. So we have audible here in a second. There's like a lump here in the like timeline, so I'm guessing maybe this is where they
right
start.
now. I'm listening to, which side note, I found this on Book Talk. It's called The Perfect Marriage by
Okay, so
attorney.
we're still talking about audible.
He's not killing it. And he's a little bit salty at the fact that she's doing so much.
Oh yeah, this is still part of the audible.
Okay.
Can we like special effects that? You know, like a boom.
Oh my
Can
god.
we dig in now?
Yeah, let's just see if we can. Maybe it's here because this is a big. You can see the click through rate right there.
Fantastic idea. Okay, getting the rice, getting the salmon.
I used to hate this when I was a kid.
Really?
I don't-
CEO. I'm gonna call him Mr. CEO or Chris. Chris.
Okay, we're talking about CEO.
Okay, we gotta talk about today's story because it's stupid. The whole thing is stupid.
Yeah, so they just have sets that are just thrown together.
Stupid. It's a stupid story.
Mr. CEO. I'm gonna call him Mr. CEO or Chris. Chris for CEO. He was texting his friend, right? And his friend mentions, you know, it's kind of crazy because my other friend, remember Fred, right? Just making up a name here. Remember Fred? Well, Fred is at this billionaire kid's wedding. A billionaire's kid, okay? Imagine like you are at Elon Musk's kid's wedding. Imagine you're at fucking Bill Gates' kid's wedding, right?
I mean, you can probably easier than you would think for Elon, right? He has like 50 million kids, I believe, because he just won't stop and doesn't take care of any of them. So I assume it's probably pretty easy to just like randomly be at one of their weddings.
Right? So he's like, yeah, my friend Fred, he's like fucking at this billionaire kid's wedding. It's kind of insane.
Oh, I think the internet just like took a hit or something right now. I'm just going to let that ride it out because that is doing that. Okay, I think it's not fixed, but the internet has taken a hit. I don't know if you can even hear me right now, but yeah, the internet is doing something weird. So I'm kind of just waiting for that to fix itself. At least it hasn't actually crashed. Let me just throw in, like, I've been delaying the ads all day, so let me just throw in an ad real quick, just to have something for y'all to watch while the internet fixes itself. Well, that is, let's roll back. It's just we probably missed like a few seconds. Let's go back to like there, I think. Probably fine. I feel like I could probably start now. Like restarts. I can't see the... Oh, actually, never mind. I just got an ad, so now I know how long I should be waiting. It probably didn't start until right now. But yeah, the internet I think is good again. I was hoping it wouldn't mess up today, but at least it didn't turn off. That's all I could ask for. Why am I getting an ad for Dr. Pepper? I know I mentioned Dr. Pepper once in this video, but that doesn't mean that you can like listen to my voice Google and then give me an ad for Dr. Pepper. Like, I don't appreciate the conspiracy there, Google, and listening to my voice and then immediately give me an ad for something I said out loud. You cannot do that.
You know, it's kind of crazy because my other friend, remember Fred, right? Just making up a name here. Remember Fred? Well, Fred is at this billionaire kid's wedding. A billionaire's kid, okay? Imagine like you are at Elon Musk's kid's wedding. Imagine you're at fucking Bill Gates' kid's wedding, right? Dang. So he's like, yeah, my friend Fred, he's like fucking at this billionaire kid's wedding. It's kind of insane. Yeah, the kid's mom's like a billionaire and he's like marrying this model right now and she's apparently like 10 times hotter than he is. And like, hold on, he's sending me a video, right? He's sending me some pictures. A little while later, Mr. CEO gets a call from that same friend and he's clearly uncomfortable, right? You're probably like, why is he uncomfortable? Why are you so awkward? What's going on? The friend's like, listen, I don't know how to tell you this, but I think your fiance is at the wedding. Your girlfriend's at the wedding. And Chris is like, yeah, my girlfriend's like a famous influencer. Like, she's got a lot of rich friends. And the friend is like, yeah, no, listen, your girlfriend is the bride.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, no, she's not just there. Like, she's the bride.
She's the one marrying the billionaire right now.
Yo. Just imagine how that guy would feel, the Chris.
So, obviously he's not in on it, but is he going to be okay with it if she's going to scam him out of the money? So she's probably going to marry him, right? Marry this guy, then break up with him and take half. And then she could share that half with her boyfriend, question mark. So that's the question, is if he's actually going to be mad about this or not.
Chris guy.
Listen.
Your girlfriend's marrying a billionaire.
Like, wait, what?
But then also the funny thing is, it's not like an ex-girlfriend. Literally, he was just on the phone with her like an hour ago.
Current girlfriend, bro.
Like, literal current girlfriend. Like, just saw her last night. Like, what are you talking about? So this begs the question, do you guys know what the meaning of time management is? What do you think time management means?
You do certain tasks in certain amount of time.
Is it just making the most of out of the time that you have?
But in China, you know what they call time management. So like if someone called you a time management king, you would feel honored, right? You'd feel like that's a compliment.
Yeah, like you want to be a time management king, right?
Yeah, you do? Are you a time management king?
I'll say I'm like mid.
Okay,
But
well,
I'm getting better with it.
in China, time management means if you call someone a king of time management or a queen of time management,
Okay.
it's not a compliment. It means that you're a cheating ass hoe. It means you're so good at managing time, you've got 25 fucking boyfriends or 63 girlfriends.
How do you say that in Chinese?
Yeah, how do you say it?
时间管理, like just literal time management.
King.
master, actually, we say.
What is it again?
Time 时间管理大师. And then the other saying is trending right now. It's called the Sea King.
What is it about?
What's the Marvel?
Aquaman.
Aquaman, yes.
DC.
He's like the sea.
Yeah, DC.
I'm just so you know.
Yeah. It is
Oh,
DC.
yeah.
don't get mad and
Did I
stuff.
say Marvel?
Yeah, you said Marvel,
Yeah.
bro. Cancel
Bro,
it.
that was weird.
He blacked
Anyways.
out.
Anyways.
Sea King meaning if you call someone Sea King, have a lot of fishes in the sea.
I was like, where are we going with seeking? Nope, that makes sense.
Oh my god.
They're like
love
Yes.
Basically they're raising the fishes,
Raising the fishes.
There's a lot of kids.
cultivating the. So you have your little ocean. You're just growing these fishes.
You have a fucking
Yeah,
ecosystem.
that is like some toxic mentality.
Yeah.
Yes. It's very trendy thing in China.
In China?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not like. Yeah. Anyways, it's kind of similar to time management.
Yeah, so if you're called a time management king, you're like a cheater. What did they say? They were saying like time management is all about customer service. Cheating is all about customer service. You're on call 24/7, okay? You gotta be ready to pick up the phone, ready to be like, it's okay, baby, it's okay.
Too much.
Like if you could win $1 billion, how many partners do you think you can balance at once?
I don't know what's that question.
Wait, I
What
don't
is the
get it.
question?
Like the person that can have the most partners without the other partners finding out, and you win $1 billion. How
I don't.
many do you think you can actually manage time by? You know, like how many people you think you can, without them finding out that you're cheating?
Like, I wouldn't even compete. I'm not gonna say I would do that.
What does $1 billion have to do with anything?
Like I'm giving you
You
an
get $1 billion.
incentive to want to
You get
like,
$1
do
billion.
this
Oh,
horrible
if
thing.
you can manage like as many girls as possible.
Like, what's your limit?
I don't know. I think
You wouldn't, right?
I wouldn't. Just
Yeah.
Stephanie. Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
I think that's like the joke. Like, she's in the room right now, so of course he's going to say whatever is best for the relationship. But what would he say if she wasn't in the room?
I was thinking like I could do like 15.
What? No, you can't.
Nah, that's too much. That's so hard.
See, I don't understand why people cheat with so many people because is it not exhausting?
Yeah, like, how do you do that?
No.
When I
Yeah,
have
emotionally
people-
exhausting. Just having to be emotionally there for so many people at the same, I say the same time, but like nearly the same time.
Texting me at the same time, I get panicked.
It's so hard.
I start getting so overwhelmed and I'm like, I can't breathe. Like I feel like I'm like getting crushed. They're like coming on to me so strong. So anyways, I mean, it just feels like you have more than 24 hours a day. How do you balance a full-time job, 3 boyfriends, a social life, and a family life? Well, there was a huge influencer in China. Her name was Sangshi.
私信.
Mm.
私信. Call her Cece.
Cece, yeah.
is easier.
Yeah. She became the unmatched queen of time management. She managed her time straight into a wedding with a billionaire's son. Billionaire with a B.
Again, like, I feel like she's just going to break up with him, right? Or divorce him, like, immediately. I mean, I guess unless you want to keep the billions forever. But otherwise, if she loves the other guy the most, and she only has 2, just the one guy, the boyfriend, and the billionaire, she's marrying the billionaire, going to immediately divorce, take the money, and then go live with the boyfriend. Forever? Happily ever after? Question mark?
And it all starts with her social media fame. Cece was dating a successful guy, Chris. He started his own clothing brand. You know, is this guy the next Zara? No. But is he making really good money? Yes.
I don't get the reference.
I reckon he was a millionaire at this point. And he's realizing, you know, a lot of the models that he's hiring to put on his clothes and take pictures with, he felt like they had so much more potential. With the right guidance, they could become TikTok famous, Douyin famous. They could become influencers. So eventually, he starts branching off into another business, his own talent agency, where he would sign pretty young girls and make them famous on TikTok. So Chris would manage all of their brand deals, their marketing. I mean, he did really well. These girls started making a lot of money. So he starts making a lot of money in return. Now, a girl named Cece was one of the girls that he signed. There was a little bit of flirting here and there. He would spend a ton of time taking photos of her helping her record videos. She really is beautiful, and I guess he really falls for her. So the two of them, they start dating. Now, Mr. CEO and one of his models, Cece, they're together now. And soon afterwards, she starts going viral.
Okay. Now, is this CEO the billionaire, or is he just the boyfriend?
Listen, I guess it do be lucrative to sleep with your manager because, like, just suddenly famous, more and more fame, just constantly getting more and more clout. She's getting a ton of brand deals. People want to see her travel the world. They want to see pictures of her at the beach, at the city, everywhere. Like, her lifestyle is to die for. And the two are determined to give the people what they want. They just become jet setters now. They even build another business together under both of their names. So the business name was actually the spelling of Cece's name. And
Okay, hold on. I'm kind of just realizing, okay, so she's like big time, like in the public eye now, dating this guy. So how is she getting away with having multiple boyfriends if everybody knows, or everybody possibly might know this girl? Like, how did she get away with that? If like everybody knows who she is and they know that she's dating this particular person.
she owned 10% of the business, and he owned 90%, which at first glance doesn't seem fair, but it's kind of fair because Chris paid for all the expenses, and he did like all the work. So like he's just essentially giving her 10% of the business, you know, like, here you go, girlfriend, love you. He paid for everything. The traveling, the business expenses, the office lease, the dates, the cost of producing everything that the business was doing. I mean, he was running it. And the guy doesn't mind because he thinks he's going to marry this girl. Like, would you start a business with someone that you didn't think you were going to marry?
No.
He thinks he's going to marry this girl. Does that imply this is not the billionaire?
Right? Like, that's how serious he is. It's like not just a girlfriend he's trying to string along. He wants to marry this girl. And they already met each other's parents. So in Chinese culture, like, this is a huge freaking deal. And not only, like, you know, has your mom ever met any of your girlfriends?
No.
Like, when do you think a girlfriend is ready to meet your parents?
Like,
when would you bring them home?
I'll say after
Well, clearly never, because he said he hasn't.
6 months.
Like when you bring them home, that means this is the one, right? Like,
Does
is
it
that
mean-
what it means for you to introduce her to your mom?
Probably.
Or no? Or just
Probably.
like, hey mom, check out this girl I'm dating.
More towards like
Marriage.
I want her. You know.
To be the wife.
Right. Because imagine like you keep switching and then you
Yeah.
introduce her to your mom. And
Does your mom want you to have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I mean she's chill about that stuff.
How old is this guy? That might be the issue here, though. When I was a teenager, like, they would come over. So, like, of course you're gonna see parents, but that might just be like, where are you going if you're not to each other's houses? I guess. It's just some people just don't go to each other's houses. But as a teenager, like, they would come over, and you're obviously gonna meet your parents if they come over, and then vice versa.
She's
Right.
chill about her grandson?
She actually wants me to get grandchildren like that fast.
Fast, like tomorrow.
But I'm like,
Isn't that like the normal like joke? Like parents like they want the babies now, they want grandchildren now.
nah, I'm good for now.
So your mom likes you having a girlfriend?
Yeah, she wants me to actually like get married.
I guess it's like an Asian thing, because I introduced my mom to just a lot of boyfriends.
Okay. A lot of boyfriends, she said. 6 figures.
But it's not like, hi mom, meet this person I'm really serious about. It's like, hi mom, this guy's gonna take me on a date. I'll be home by 11. Or you're gonna meet them. So, but in Chinese culture, it's serious. So the parents love Chris. I mean, again, I'm just letting you know. Everything, society-wise, culture-wise, this whole situation-wise, the two are getting married, essentially. Like, that's what they're on track for. If they didn't get married, everyone around them would be like, wait, what? So Chris, he didn't know that Cece's mom was the world's most opportunistic matchmaker.
Okay, what is this mom doing?
She's thinking, Chris is great, but I just heard a billionaire family moved down the street.
Okay, so this guy wasn't a billionaire. It was set up that way with how she was talking about it.
And her son
Yeah, introducing him as the one. Yeah.
is single. So my daughter should be dating him. Now this woman knows her daughter is happy with Chris, but she's actively trying to set her up with another guy because right now it's great, but Chris is rich and this guy's a billionaire. There's levels to this. shit. I just think it's crazy that her mom is doing this. Like, that to me boggles my mind. Like,
How much money is too much money at this point? Like, oh, you already have a rich boyfriend who has all these business ventures, but you could also have a billionaire.
I understand if it's you in this situation and you're debating between a millionaire and a billionaire. I get it. But to be the mom and be like, hey, daughter, I know you're happy, but more money. That's wild. So the mom texted Cece asking her, what are you doing? She's like, why?
How did she even like get her to get with this billionaire to begin with? It's just like, oh yeah, hey, do you want to get married? Sure.
When are you coming back to our hometown? Coming back for what? Well, the guy I told you about is going to be in town and I want you to meet him. So Cece knew what she was going to meet the guy for. Like, this is a blind date. She's not meeting him because he's a fucking family friend, let's be real. And she makes this whole excuse to go out of town for work. And billionaire boy, let's call him Brad, and Cece end up meeting and the two hit it off. Cece starts dating Brad, the billionaire boy. And okay, if you're wondering how she did this, how she tricked him.
Yeah, I was like, if everybody knows that you're married to some CEO, but it's, I guess, if the CEO wasn't a billionaire, then it makes sense. Because then it's like, okay, the billionaire is a billionaire. He makes so much money that like all these little things wouldn't matter. Like, why would he need to know about some random like a lower tier, if you're going to say that, CEO when he's already a billionaire, right? So out of touch, I guess it would be the word I'm looking for. Like, the billionaire would be out of touch with like some things, I would guess, is why he wouldn't know. But and then that would keep the other CEO from knowing too, because now she's hiding the billionaire from the CEO. So that kind of makes sense. So I've kind of like put together how it makes sense. So then why not both? Why not have a millionaire and a billionaire?
I think with Cece, she's one of those people who really knew the rules of the game. Like, some people just kind of have it in them. She really knew how to lure guys in. She appealed to the male gaze. Not gonna lie, she probably was a little bit of a pick-me. Do I sound jealous? Maybe. No, I'm kidding.
Just throw in pick me insult out of nowhere.
Kidding. And even as she starts dating this new guy, her parents told her, you don't know what's gonna happen with Brad. You don't know what's gonna happen with the billionaire boy. So you still need to be nice to Chris. You still need to date him, AKA.
So that's
AKA time management.
Yeah, because he's sweet, he's nice, he's funding a lot of your life, and like, you know, he's truly a good man. So if worst case things don't go with Brad, you should marry, you know, Chris. That's kind of the vibe that they were giving. So she's fucking dating Brad, constantly traveling without Chris all of a sudden, and she's telling him, I have to travel alone, and technically she's not lying, like, I'm doing a lot of business. And she was doing a lot of dirty fucking business with billionaire boy Brad and his wee-wee. And during this time, she finds out, and honestly, I don't even feel bad for her.
What is it going to be for? It's apparently something bad.
That her new billionaire boyfriend, Brad,
Okay. What's going to happen to him? Or what's wrong with him?
was great at time management.
Ah, okay. So he's also, I mean, he's a billionaire, so I'm not surprised.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
oof. I've been saying oof a lot, and I haven't been, hasn't been like, there was a good moment earlier to use it, but I'll just use it now. Oof, in chat. Oof.
Cece is cheating on.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Cece is cheating on Chris with billionaire boy Brad, but then billionaire boy Brad is cheating on Cece with another girl, and probably more. So when Cece finds this out, she's not even pissed. Listen, these are the girls that I aspire to be. Like, I would be pissed. I would be pissed if you walked down the hallway and stepped on my foot. I'd be like, can you please be more careful? You know, but she's not even mad. Which, I mean, makes sense because she's a little cheating asshole too, but her reaction is almost creepy. She texts her mom saying, listen, I'm not that sad about a guy. Guys aren't the end all be all. The only thing that I'm sad about is that I got really close to Brad's family, aka his parents, aka the actual billionaires. And I feel like
Oh, so he was born into it.
we've kind of, you know, made a connection, and that's kind of sad that I'm losing that.
Losing the billions?
Yeah. They've only known each other for like 2 freaking months at this
It's
point.
not like she gets all the billions.
Exactly. So, you know, what's her mom's reaction, you ask? You would think
I'm guessing it's you need to get a ring on it, right?
Cece's mom would be like, hell no, nobody cheats on my daughter. But instead she says, my daughter, you need to forgive Brad. Because this could be a learning lesson for him. If you can forgive him, he will know that you care. And you are passionate. You are understanding. And he might feel indebted to you because you saved him. Saved him from the horrible, empty life of sleeping around. And if you don't forgive him, you might lose a big love.
Is this like actual verbatim to what this mother said to her? Do we know that? Do we have that information?
It's clear her mom just wants her to stay with the guy because he's the son of a billionaire. So they put their little scheming little heads together and they're thinking, how do we stay in this relationship without looking like a pushover?
Gotta get married and then steal those billions.
Because you don't want to just be like, you cheated on me, okay, I'll take you back. Because then this billionaire boy is just going to keep cheating on her and maybe thinks that she's not even worth marrying because she's just falling at his feet, right? So they have this masterful plan. At this point, Cece had already met billionaire's boy's parents. And actually, the billionaires, they love her. They love that she was a business mind. She had her own company. Remember? She and Mr. Chris had started a company together. They rented out this big office space. They had employees. So they're like, wow, Cece has employees. That's a lot for a girl her age. She said, I have a business partner, but you know, I do all the day-to-day management and I'm like the visionary of the company. Anyway, the future of the company, blah, blah, blah. She's beautiful. She has a social media presence. I mean, the girl kind of had it all. Compared to their son, who was probably doing nothing but like playing with his ding dong and like flexing his parents' money. Let's be real, Cece was kind of a catch, even in their eyes. Even in the billionaire's eyes, they're like, ooh, yikes, yeah, she's a good one. At least she's not a gold digger, right? So they love her. Cece knows they love her. And they decide the best course of action is for Cece to text the billionaire boy's mom. The billionaire. Because who controls the billionaire boy? The actual billionaire.
Are they gonna text her to see if it's like they can get married? Like drop the hints or just slowly influence them to try to get the marriage? And how is this gonna end? Is it the the snatch or what? Snatch the money and run? What's good? I mean, we probably will eventually find out, but like speculating, where could this end up at?
Yeah, the ones with the money, the ones that are dishing out the inheritance. So Cece texts her about how devastated she is. And essentially she says, Auntie, I'm back in Hangzhou now. Thank you so much for all the care and love in the last few days, but from last morning, and it's just been like the longest night of my life, I felt rushed to say goodbye to you this morning, and I don't know if I'll ever see you again.
There's just like heavy manipulation, right?
After the last few days, I already feel so much connection with you guys, but what happened with him really made me have my doubts. It was just so sudden. I tried to pretend nothing happened, but I just couldn't do it. Yesterday on his phone, I found out that the night before I got to your city, he was sleeping with another girl. And this past month, I have poured my whole heart into this relationship. But when I saw those messages, I was so stunned I couldn't even speak.
I feel like, would the parents know? I feel like his parents would know that he has like a million girlfriends, or maybe they don't. Maybe they don't care about his like personal life too much.
I can't believe those messages are from the man that promised to love me his entire life. I gave him a chance to confess, but he didn't. And I think that was when I realized that I fell in love with the wrong person.
Oof. This is so deep.
For
Just going in for the kill.
him, I don't have any more love left. The only thing I can't put behind is you guys.
And your checking account.
You guys have been so kind and so sweet, and your whole family has been so sincere, and your kindness has really touched me deeply. And I think that's what made it so hard to make a decision. But I think I can't do this. I mean, are you kidding? She's so good with her words. I would have been like, oh, you out here raising a little cheating hoe? Oh, you're raising your son to cheat on women? Where's the respect he has for women, huh? Huh? You out here going, my son, probably babying the shit out of him. I digress. Clearly, I'm very eloquent. Okay, I'm very classy. Anyways, so after this text message, and like side note, I'm not blaming the moms, okay? I'm not blaming the moms. I'm just saying, like, that is such a well-crafted text message that I would have never even thought to do. I wouldn't even tag somebody's mom if I break up with someone. So
Well, yeah, it's just like guilt tripping and manipulation. It's not like she's doing it to be nice or anything. She's doing it to be evil, to try to manipulate the mom into forcing the son to chase after this girl.
after this text message, the billionaire and the billionaire boy, they fly to the city that Cece lives in.
Wow.
She saw the text message and she's like, you fucking stupid little boy, get in the private jet right now. Get your ass in the jet.
Wow, must be
So,
nice.
yeah, must be really nice. I want that kind of punishment. So they're like, we gotta get her back. You'll never find a girl like Cece. You and your dumb little face, you're never going to. So, yeah, I guess he needed his mommy to do it. So they fly and they beg Cece to just please give him another chance. My son, straighten your back. Straighten your back. Good. My son.
Okay. Didn't need to do that. But yeah, just fell right into the trap, right into the pitfall. Just couldn't help themselves.
Is going to do better, right, son?
Yes.
He's never gonna do it again, right, son?
Yes.
Or else what's gonna happen?
Um.
No inheritance. Yeah,
Yeah, so
exactly.
there's like no money. Money's taken away.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, that's essentially what happened. The billionaire was begging for her son. I mean, tell me that your mom doesn't think you can't do better without telling me that your mom doesn't think you can't do better. And when they came, Cece's time management talent was put to the test. This is the town that she's living in with Chris.
Yeah. You assume everybody here knows that she is with Chris, and Chris is probably trying to be with her at all hours of the day. So she's somehow going to have to avoid him in their town. Because it's fine if she's like out of town, because like what can he do, right? But now that she's in town, now this is going to be rough.
She's somehow able to get Chris out of town.
How? What is she making him do? This is like in Invincible. I'm just saying some random stuff that nobody's gonna know what to talk about. Invincible, where Debbie's like, "Hey, I need some wine and some food and all this stuff." And these are all places all across the world, because we don't talk about. She has a superhuman husband, and she's like, "Okay, can you fly to here, here, and here, and get me this stuff?" And she has it calculated about how long it will take him to go do those things. It's like 20 minutes from him to fly all over the world. It's like that. Is it that kind of scenario? You're just like, hey, I need this bottle of champagne from this city nearby, and I need this loaf of bread, specifically this specific baguette, because we have all this bread in the background. This specific baguette from this city. Can you go drive and get that for me?
Oh, dang.
She even brings billionaire and Brad to the company office, pretending like the whole place was hers.
And she somehow didn't get caught until the day of the wedding. What?
So powerful.
Yeah, and like they have employees.
Dang.
So that's pretty ballsy, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the crazy part. The two, the mom and Brad, they lived in Chris's house
What?
while they were visiting. They stayed in Chris and Cece's house.
That's
Do y'all not have pictures of each other? Do you not have pictures of Chris in this house?
crazy.
Ah,
Okay.
not even in a hotel.
Yeah, and miracles are being made here. Like living
you're like-
in this guy's house, and somehow don't find out that this is this guy's house. I guess he just doesn't have any pictures of himself or pictures of them together.
How did nobody know? Well, outside her spectacular time management skills, Cece also had great familial support. Cece's whole family was in on it.
I mean, of course. I'm guessing she called the family to be like, hey, remove any evidence of this man's existence from this house before we get here. Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah, and the mom and dad were giving her tips on how not to get caught. For example, the billionaire mom gifted her a $10,000 watch, and she sent a photo to her mom and was like, "Oh yeah, I got this as a gift." And her mom was like, "Hey, your dad wants me to tell you that you shouldn't wear this right now, especially around Chris. And yeah, just don't do it because he's gonna get a little bit suspicious. You have to like gradually wear these things that you're getting as gifts." And then in the meantime, the mom would whip up Chris's favorite food and send it to him so that he wouldn't suspect a thing, and he straight up thinks that they're getting married. Because like the in-laws already love him so much. Even the little brother is helping in it, making sure that Chris and billionaire boy never run into each other. One time, billionaire
But he's running interference. Like, they're just like, this whole family's going all in on this money. They want that money.
boy and his mom were in town, and the sister texted her brother, "Can you make sure that Brad doesn't try to surprise me at work or something or at home?" And the kid responds with, "I can see their GPS tracking and they're in building X right now." Yeah. So now that Cece isn't getting caught, Cece gets ballsier. She lets billionaire Brad come to the office while Mr. CEO is there, and they meet each other face to face.
Hold up.
So
I
now-
need to like hear this again.
To surprise me at work or something or at home. And the kid responds with, "I can see their GPS tracking and they're in building X right now."
What? Okay, yeah. I missed that. Keeping track of them GPS? Like, let's go even further back to hear all of this.
And then in the meantime, the mom would whip up Chris's
we're at the
favorite
food
food
part.
and send it to him so that he wouldn't suspect a thing, and he straight up thinks that they're getting married. Because like the in-laws already love him so much. Even the little brother is helping in it, making sure that Chris and billionaire boy never run into each other. One time, billionaire boy and his mom were in town, and the sister texted her brother, "Can you make sure that Brad doesn't try to surprise me at work or something or at home?" And the kid responds with, "I can see their GPS tracking and they're in building X right now."
Again, like, how do you have GPS on this guy? How does his brother have it? Maybe her, but
Yeah.
the brother has it?
So now that Cece isn't getting caught, Cece gets ballsier. She lets billionaire Brad come to the office while Mr. CEO is there, and they meet each other face to face. Boyfriend and billionaire boyfriend meet face to face. How, you ask? Well, Cece lied and said billionaire boy was her little brother, which is
Huh? Yeah, I just saw that the families scam together, stay together. But little brother, hold on. She's saying the she's saying the billionaire's her brother, but what?
billionaire Brad come to the office while Mr. CEO is there, and they meet each other face to face. Boyfriend and billionaire boyfriend meet face to face. How, you ask? Well, Cece lied and said billionaire boy was her little brother.
Yeah, little brother. But you would think that Chris would already know that, like, he's already seen her brother, right? He would know who her brother is. Are we just saying that he's never met her little brother, and that we're saying that he is? But then what does the billionaire think that the millionaire is? Like, what does Brad think Chris is?
Which is so freaking confusing.
Just another, like, employee slash, like, partner?
Like, she didn't stand there going, brother meet boyfriend, boyfriend meet brother. She just told them in advance.
Okay, so she told Chris in advance that this was going to be her little brother, but what did she tell Brad?
Like, hey, you're going to meet my business partner. And then
Okay, business partner.
to the other guy, she was like, "Oh, you're going to meet my little brother today."
But wouldn't... So you're risking Chris asking, like, little brother questions. Like, she's playing with fire.
But, like, don't call me babe or anything because he's going to hate it, and it's kind of disrespectful. And, like,
Okay, sure.
no PDA, Chris, because he's, like, really jealous as a brother. Just act like we're business partners or something because it's going to be awkward. He's really protective of me.
That's some next level.
This is
Yeah.
wow. I mean, at this level, I think if she can get away with this,
Yeah.
yeah, she deserves billions. I think.
Yeah.
Like, holy.
Yeah, so... I guess she would just tell the billionaire that... the same thing, but not exactly. Like, hey, we're at work. I am strictly professional at work, so do not call me this or that. Do not, no PDA, don't touch me, yada yada yada. So she can kind of just get away with saying vaguely similar things to both of them, I guess, and that would work. Again, just like playing with so much fire, and somehow still got away with it, no problem.
She's playing chess out here.
Yeah, and we're all
Wow.
playing fucking
Checkers.
You know, they
Two
say
dots.
like you really want to be like successful, you gotta have the guts. You gotta have the heart, you know? You gotta go deep.
Yeah.
Go
Well, successful, and by success we mean playing two people who are successful.
Risk it all.
go to the heart of the enemy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You gotta be ballsy.
Ballsy.
What is it? What is that? I haven't been paying attention to the food because obviously why would I? But what is this? What is that? I don't want to say like horseradish. I don't think it is. Is it some sort of thing like that? Is it kimchi? I don't. It's not kimchi. I don't think. Because I don't know what some of this food is. I don't even know what this orange stuff is. It's like salmon. I don't eat sushi. Really. So I'm not familiar with this kinds of food. The salmon sushi. I mean, it says in the title, salmon sushi. So obviously this is salmon, but I don't know what this white stuff is. Like slaw?
All right. Could you do that?
Oh, is it
Yeah.
cabbage? Actually, is
Do
it
you
just cabbage?
I think my anxious personality.
Have you ever sneaking out?
Yeah.
How often?
This was like mostly in middle school. I would.
Middle school.
Snuck out? Have you ever snuck out? This is a question that I can actually talk about. What? When did I mention this before? I mentioned a lot of things in videos that I know people aren't going to watch too hard. Like I mentioned them in the rad videos, but the rad videos that aren't Rotten Mango. So a lot of the lore or like deep anecdotes that I end up talking about, I don't actually go into in the Rotten Mango videos because they don't come up. But I didn't do that kind of stuff as a teenager. It's like, sneaking out or anything. Sister did a lot, and to the detriment of her life. I mean, she's alive, but her life is worse because of this thing she did as a teenager. That sister, I have like 4 sisters, 5 technically. But as a kid, what episode was this? As a kid, like a 5-year-old, I somehow had the premeditation / mental capacity. It's still baffling to know where my dad left his keys and to wait for him to fall asleep and to climb up to the place that he left his keys, get the keys, know what key to use to open the door, and then leave. And then just run off, which was like crazy. Like, how did I do that as like a 4 or 5-year-old? Like, where was that brain power coming from? And allegedly, one of the times was like I went to like Kmart, which rest in peace Kmart, to like go and like get a toy and steal it, and they caught me like taking the toy, and then like that's how they found me. And then there's other times where like I possibly would have even died from doing this. I remember some of them vaguely. I do remember like actually being able to do this and like get the door open. But the Kmart story I don't remember, but apparently that did happen. But again, like you're like 5, so you don't really have too many memories from back then. I do remember like getting doors open though, and that entire like premeditation of like knowing where the keys are and then waiting for him to fall asleep so I can take them and get out. But yeah, like that's a little anecdote that's technically relevant to what's being said here about sneaking out. I did it as a kid, not as a teenager. I was a pretty decent / good kid / teenager. I wasn't really a delinquent or anything at all. Not even close.
Ooh.
Very straight edge. I don't know if anybody even uses that word anymore, but a very straight edge child. Outside of like when I was 5 and I ran away a lot because I just knew how to do that somehow.
This was like mostly in middle school. I would.
Middle school.
Okay, hold on. Roll back. It looks like the internet is goofing up again, so I'll wait for that to fix itself. Okay, is everybody back? Internet, I think kind of goofed up again there for a second, so I'm waiting for that to fix itself completely again. I'm just like staring over there at the bitrate, making sure the bitrate goes through, because I don't know if anybody can even hear me right now, so I'm just waiting until I see that the bitrate is back to normal. I'm just gonna like type it out in like chat. And just in case anyone couldn't hear me through all that, because on my end I could see like the video buffering, so I'm just waiting for it to actually feel normal again. Okay, yeah, I think it's pretty okay. But yeah, again, that's my anecdote on that running away stuff, like sneaking out. He said he was doing it in middle school.
Have you ever sneaking out?
Snuck out.
How often?
This was like mostly in middle school. I would.
Middle school?
Yeah.
What about happening in high school?
Or high school too. Like we would. Well,
Like he's surprised about middle school. I mean, try not even in school to begin with, man. Like at 5, like I said, I was like not even in elementary school yet.
this is bad, but ding dong ditch.
Oh, what?
Like ding dong ditch.
What's ding dong ditch?
Like you knock on someone's door and run.
Sorry, this guy doesn't know ding dong ditch.
Ding Dong Ditch.
Oh, no, I'm talking about sneaking out of your house without your mom knowing.
Yeah, he would sneak out in Ding Dong Ditch.
Oh yeah.
You sneak out and then you go ding dong ditch.
This was when I wasn't driving.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One time in middle school, I snuck out. We're eating noodles outside of campus.
Why was he so surprised about him doing it in middle school when he just said, I did it in middle school too?
It's like slurping. And I turn around. I saw out. We're eating noodles outside of campus. Just like slurping. And I turn around. I saw my grandpa walk by.
No way.
He saw me.
But he didn't act like he did.
He pretend he didn't see me.
Why?
That's so
Because he's just being cool.
cute.
He didn't want to like
Aw.
embarrass me in front of my friends.
Yeah, that's a real one.
That actually, we can get another anecdote in there. I again didn't sneak out, but I've skipped school a couple times in high school. That's like the only like bad thing I would say, because again, like outside of that, I was pretty straight edge. The first time, I don't know if I can even really count it, because I went to school anyways. Like I skipped the beginning of the school, then went to school later. But then like later, in the years, like maybe even senior year, I think we were at school to begin with, but then at some point we left school and we went to a skate park and we skated there, like for like hours, right? But somehow, miraculously, one of the like teacher counselors or whatever was driving in a van and was at the skate park. I don't know how. So he showed up and then like snatched all the other guys who were with me. I just happened to be like nowhere near them when this happened. So he went up, he drove by, snatched them all up, and then drove off with them. And I just went home. Like I just went to the bus stop and took the bus home. But like, again, like why was he there, of all places, instead of at school? It's like, did someone say we were there? How did anybody else know we were even there? Like, did someone snitch? Or did he just, it's just coincidence that he was just there? And was it just a coincidence, again, like, on my end, that I just happened to be, like, not necessarily near any of them when this happened, so I didn't get caught? It was just like, wow.
That's a real one.
Yeah, Grandpa Mango, guys.
Grandpa Mango.
GrandpaMango.com.
Get the merch.
My biggest fear was that I would sneak out and then run into my sister.
Why?
Because then she would literally hold it over my head and I would literally be her little maid. She would be like, Stephanie, get me water! You want me to tell mommy?
Dang.
She would hold
Jen
it over my
didn't
head.
do that to you?
Jen, she always tell my mom.
She don't even threaten, she just go ahead and tell
She
you.
just immediately.
Yo, I can't say nothing.
Have you ever snitched on her?
Yeah. But this was when I was like young, you know? Kid.
You never snitched on your sister?
Bruh, we don't even talk. What do you say?
Yeah, but you never snitched on her when you caught her doing
Come
something.
on.
I don't know.
There has to be at least once, like one time.
I don't know. I have to
I'm gonna
ask
ask
her.
her.
She probably
Yeah.
remembers
She
more.
could be like, oh my god, let me tell you. And I'm gonna sit down and she's gonna give me a whole fucking list, bit by bit, every time. Anyways, the two guys just went with it. Chris really thought Brad was her brother, and Brad really thought that Chris was just an employee, just a
Again, like I guess she just has not met this woman's little brother before.
business partner. And all the while, Cece is bragging about doing this to her mom. Her mom is freaking out at this point. She's like texting her things like, why did you do that? Like, hello? She's constantly texting her, call me, text me, did everything go okay? Like, hello?
Yeah, because you're making a continuity that can be easily broken if they just question each other at all, or if they see each other at any other place but work.
Hello? And she just says, yeah. What? Chris, was he in the office? Call me. This is unbelievable. Was he there when Brad went? Yeah, he was there. I just told him it was my brother. And the mom is kind of impressed with her daughter.
I mean, of course, like she's clearly is like this queen of manipulation, so she's clearly proud that her daughter is just as good.
What the frick? Yo, what is
She's
this?
like, fuck, I raised him well. Damn.
Yo, what is this?
But,
Uh-huh.
Cece, you gotta be careful, okay? I kind of feel bad for Chris. That's what the mom is saying, you know?
I don't know what year this is, but I feel like a lot of people have said online this is just normal now to just be playing so many people at the same time. Like it's just become commonplace now. I wouldn't know, but I think that unfortunately this is just how people behave nowadays, question mark, having so many people, side pieces, I think is how people refer to them as. Over here we would refer to them as Sanchos and Sanchos. But it just seems like it's so commonplace now. I mean, you would have like different people, like this is my person for X, this is my person for Y, this is my person for Z.
So you gotta be careful, okay? I kind of feel bad for Chris. That's what the mom is saying, you know? I feel, you know, I'm starting to feel bad for him. And Cece said, I can only wish him the best.
Dang.
Let's stop talking about it. The more I think, the more I feel bad for him.
Bro, she's like on a
Bruh.
like a different realm.
Bruh. And the mom says, yes, no matter what happens, you shouldn't mess
What do I call you? What do you know what by that? What do I call you?
with his work. He took good care of you. We owe this to him. And it wasn't easy for him to take care of you. Poor guy. So, does that mean that they have a heart? No, she wants more. Cece wants more. She wants to take it to the next level. Eventually, Cece gave a reason to move out of Chris's house and moved in with billionaire boyfriend Brad.
Okay, how did they... Yeah, they went backups. How?
No, she wants more. Cece wants more. She wants to take it to the next level. Eventually, Cece gave a reason to move out of Chris's house and moved in with billionaire boyfriend Brad.
I'm guessing that's in a different city then. Because, like, how is she pulling this off? With... Like, how did he just, like, accept that? Like, he thinks this woman's going to be his wife someday, and she's like, yeah, I'm going to move out. I know we've been living together, and that's, like, leading up to being married, but I'm going to move out.
And whenever her billionaire boyfriend was out of the apartment, she would invite Chris over. What? He had no idea. Yeah. He thought that this was Cece's house and she was living alone to gain some independence before they get married.
Oh, the Cutie creator. Damn, and Apocalypse 9 is just like the franchise name, because I like if it ever happens, plan to make like a trading card game, and that would be like the name of the franchise slash the universe that the franchise takes place in. So that's the Apocalypse 9 part of that. Cutie creator. I changed that probably before anyone saw the reaction. I was just called Cutie before, but I don't know. Just Ray. Ray's not my name, but it's part of my name. You can just say Ray. Friend just my friend just calls me Cutie, but some people obviously are going to find that weird. So like Ray is fine. So whatever you want, I don't really care. Because I don't really know at this time. My old names were like Abomination 9 like a million years ago, A-Bomb 9, A-Bomb, like that's what people used to call me like a decade plus ago, but obviously I wanted to get away from that name. So that's why I switched to Cutie and then the Cutie Creator, because Cutie Creator makes sense since I make VTubers and I plan to have like a shop called like the Little Shop of Cuties where you can buy the VTubers from, so that makes more sense than just being called Cutie. Yeah, just whatever you want, I don't care. But Ray is probably fine for now. Again, not my first name, not my real name, but it is part of my name.
Married.
That's actually crazy.
But no, it's Billionaire Boy's Place.
How?
Yeah. He thought that this was Cece's house and she was living alone to gain some independence before they get married.
That's actually crazy.
But no, it's Billionaire Boy's Place. And let's say both of the guys were out of town. Well, Cece was sleeping with 2 other guys. At the same time.
What?
Cece was sleeping with 2 guys. And let's say both of the guys were out of town. Well, Cece was sleeping with 2 other guys.
Where is she getting the time? Not only is she like messing around with Brad and Chris, but she has another 2 on top of that. Like she has 4 people. Again, like, yeah, where's the time coming from?
At the same time. She was like talking to 4 dudes. One of them's a billionaire. One of them is trying to get married to her, and he's a CEO.
And 2 side chicks.
And 2 side chicks.
Bruh. Time management.
Yeah, again, like how? You got like a millionaire, billionaire, and there's 2 random dudes. Like how? Like how is she doing this? This is and not being caught by any of them. The 2 guys, like how do y'all not know that she is married to the CEO? Because now it's like, okay, the billionaire makes sense because he's just in his own little world because he has so much money he doesn't live in the same world as anybody else. But these 2 randoms that we don't know about, like how do they not know about her being with the millionaire? It's just she's just getting like maximum lucky. Also, just for context, the Cutie part of my name, like Kyuuu, if you were to detach that from Cutie, it means 9. So my motif is 9, if that wasn't obvious. Apocalypse 9. And then Cutie is turning the word cutie and then turning in, being modified into like 9, having like a 9 motif. So technically my motif is 9.
Bro.
And she was an influencer, taking pics all the time, doing her job, doing brand deals,
Yeah, but again, like 4 of these guys plus her job
traveling.
Yo, she's probably never sleeping.
and traveling.
Like literally.
Bruh, some people
Yeah.
just have. Wow.
Yeah. I feel like that fuels them or something.
That truly
Okay, I don't think I clarified. Kyuuu in Japanese means 9.
is
Maybe.
time management.
Yeah.
Though. Like truly.
Yeah.
Bro, even
Good
like
night.
having one partner is a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Cece even got pregnant with another guy's baby, and she blamed it on Chris. She was like, "It's your fault. You weren't careful enough. You weren't wearing a condom, and now I have to go get an." And he said he was so sorry that he'll take care of her forever. He's gonna save up the money for the kid, the
Crazy like censorship she just did there for that word.
wedding, and everything, and like just depend on me. And a few months later, to show her how serious he was, he sent her $200,000 in cash. In cash, guys, in cash.
Not even his kid.
200,000, not 200. $200,000. Cause like I don't know. I guess like most people are.
Most people say, here's 200.
Here's $50 for Plan B.
God, what the?
But this guy is like, let me send her $200,000 in
That's
cash.
Dude, this guy is, this is love. This guy is like,
helped her career, cares about her emotions, wants to financially support her. Like, this guy is the real deal. That's the sad thing. And you know what? She's gonna fuck with this guy, and then this guy is gonna now have a hard time trusting other girls. Like, girls that would genuinely be so good with him.
Yo, she's eventually gonna get caught.
Oh, yeah.
she did.
Well, but yeah, at the beginning of this episode, we already know that the guy's friend told him that she is getting married to the billionaire.
At the wedding.
Oh, right.
It's implied that Chris just genuinely believed that they were gonna get married. So a few months later, March 20th of 2021, Chris gets a phone call. And then suddenly he gets a video of a fucking wedding. And guess what's in the video? He's seeing the wedding. I don't even know where to go with this, okay?
Yeah, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, if she's an influencer, right? So how does she not get caught? With, like, just posting her life everywhere. She's a model. Again, that's how she got into this to begin with, right? She was a model, and then, like, the CEO came in the picture because of the modeling somehow. Like, she's not, like, even on top of being an influencer, she's a model. So that makes her more of a celebrity, too, right? And yet, just somehow nobody knows any of this. Like, again, she's a celebrity because she's a model and and is with the CEO publicly. The paparazzi might also be on her as well. So how is the paparazzi not seeing any of this?
In the video, you can see the groom, this billionaire boy that he doesn't know. The little brother, actually. It's supposed to be the little brother, because remember they met? The billionaire boy is the little brother.
Yeah, so like, what does he think? She's marrying her brother? Since that's the continuity that they've been going off of. So Chris might think, wait, I mean, you assume he would be like, okay, never mind. Like, there's no way that's her brother. That was a lie, and he's being played this entire time. But he could be like, wait, what? She's marrying her brother?
It looks like she's marrying her little brother, but it's a billionaire. And it's not her little brother. And Cece and her parents right next to her, like just crying, wiping their tears at this beautiful fucking ceremony, standing there. Are you kidding? There's even posters of the couple's pictures everywhere. I mean, they're playing a big screen video of the couple. There's a video of 3 men carrying a giant bouquet of 999 roses to represent the love that Zhang Yu, the billionaire, had for Shishin. But even you,
Bro, you're getting me confused.
Cece, and in a row, there's the billionaire parents, the billionaire son, Cece and her parents.
So bad
What?
for him.
I think, what was the dramatic music there? I thought, like, okay, is he gonna come crash the wedding? So now we need to know if the wedding's gonna get crashed or not.
The parents, the ones that made it seem like they loved Chris and were ready for them to get.
Since I would assume we do the whole, does anyone object to this, right? Is he gonna make it in time to object?
You know he's gonna hit the gym.
Yeah, and the fucking parents are wiping their tears. Yeah, so touching, so emotional. Can you imagine knowing
Message retracted. I still saw that. I saw you said you thought. You can't hide it from me. I saw it.
your daughter is cheating on so many people? How would you ever be emotional at their wedding? So Mr. CEO, Chris, starts blowing up her phone and starts racing over to the venue, and Cece.
Okay, so he is running.
Can you imagine knowing your daughter is cheating on so many people? How would you ever be emotional at their wedding? So Mr. CEO, Chris, starts blowing up her phone and starts racing over to the venue, and Cece.
What was the cheating thing?
Go back for him.
The parents, the ones that made it seem like they loved Chris and were ready for them to get.
You know he's gonna hit the gym.
Yeah, and the fucking parents are wiping their tears. Yeah, so touching, so emotional. Can you imagine knowing your daughter is cheating on so many people? How would you ever be emotional at their wedding?
I thought like someone was saying that to them.
So Mr. CEO, Chris, starts blowing up her phone and starts racing over to the venue. And Cece didn't pick up the first couple of times. Eventually she picks up and she says, "Oh, hey babe, sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm at my friend's wedding. I'm a bridesmaid." And
Okay, I mean, that is close as she can get without telling the truth.
immediately hangs up. I'm a fucking bridesmaid? Did she think that she was going to just get married, invite over 100 people, be an influencer while a lot of people might have known her, and then nothing would happen? Like she would be married to Billionaire Boy and still be dating Chris on the side? So when Chris gets there, he bursts onto the stage and
Okay, so he crashes the wedding, so she never actually gets to marry him. So I'm assuming the plan was, like, as long as she could get the marriage, then it's over. She has now, assuming the laws are the same there, she now has half of his money, right? And she can just take it. But she never even got to that point because Chris was able to crash it.
So when Chris gets there, he bursts onto the stage and, everyone's trying to stop him because they're like, what's going on? The billionaire family had him arrested because they're like, is he trying to rob us? Is he trying to kidnap us? Is he like a crazy lunatic? What's going on? Like, this is scary. Is he a stalker? And so Chris gets arrested and the police sit him down. And they're like, you can't be doing that. Are you trying to kidnap the billionaires? Is this some sort of political thing? Are you like trying to eat the rich or some shit? And he's like, you
He is rich.
don't even understand. You don't even understand. They're like, well, you're arrested, so you better start talking. My girlfriend was marrying the billionaire. And he goes on to explain the whole story. And they literally let him go.
Oh. Also, I just assume they were like, oh, you're lying. But I guess if you can just show them how much money he has, and like he's not some crazy, I mean, the money is too powerful, right? But maybe that's all he had to do. Or I'm surprised they just believed him. Like, yeah, that's my girlfriend, marrying that billionaire. And like, oh, okay, cool. You're off the hook. Go crash it.
They're like, you've had a hard day enough. Get out of here. You want to ride home? Listen, we could get some chicken and beer on the way home.
No way.
Bro, they felt so bad for that guy. That's how bad it was.
I'm surprised that they actually were just genuinely believed him and were like, actually felt bad.
Like, they knew that technically they should have pressed charges because, like, come on, this is like a billionaire, the wedding. But that was
Pressing charges for what though? Like just trespassing? Question mark. Do you think both of these guys knew that she was playing them? They just wanted to be the one?
so depressing.
Maybe.
He's been embarrassed enough. Like, your life situation is so bad when even the cops feel bad for you. Like, that's like when like, yikes, things are not going okay. So Chris goes home. He's like digging through all of Cece's stuff. Like, he's like losing his mind. I need to find out what the fork is going on. And he finds out that she had left one of her old phones at his place. Like, she doesn't use it anymore. It's not even charged. He charges it, opens it.
No password?
No. All their chats.
How, for the love of God, does this woman not have any protection when she is so evil? Well, I mean, evil's a strong word, right? But we'll just use it for the lack of a better word right now. So evil, doing so many crazy things. And it's like, oh yeah, I don't need to have a password on my phone that has all the evidence on it. Unless it's one of those things where you want to get caught, right?
All her WeChat. He saw the messages between her and her mom.
Oh my
Her and the two other dudes. So yeah, he's like, I gotta expose her.
Oh.
Chris made a 65-page PowerPoint and posted it to WeChat to
I was like, where are you gonna put it? Like a twit longer? But I guess they're just doing the WeChat, their chat system.
expose CC. Can you imagine the drama channels? Like, this is an influencer who's been exposed for cheating on her CEO boyfriend / fiance who got married to a billion. This is like a plot out of a movie.
Yeah, but did she still get married though? Because he crashed the wedding, but it seemed like they just had him arrested and then like they could have just continued the wedding unless they were like, oh yeah, he ruined it, let's do it again on a different day.
It's not even tea. It's like, can you imagine if your favorite married influencer ends up marrying Elon Musk and then like it all happened in secret and the whole thing is like, what? That doesn't even make sense right now.
Probably has happened, like literally with Elon. I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow.
So obviously this thing goes viral. Like just everywhere. And the billionaire family is like, this is all fake. Like
Of course.
Cece is saying, this is fake. Everything
I mean, they're a billionaire family. They could maybe just make all this disappear, right? So does this even matter?
is fake. I'm gonna get a lawyer. This is defamation. Like, this is disgusting. Like, he abused me, my ex-boyfriend. He abused me mentally, physically, everything. And now that I'm married and moving on with my happy life
Okay, so they continued to get married afterwards. So not fully crashed.
with billionaire boy, he's just so upset. And the billionaire family believe this. They're like, yeah, what a fucked up dude that guy is. And the billionaire boy even went online and was telling his friends, I'm not gonna divorce her. If God has tied us together, then I believe it's fate.
I mean, they're already married, right? I mean, you can't divorce her now. You're gonna lose everything. Well, lose half again, assuming that's how Chinese laws work, unless they have a prenup? Question mark.
And the friend responded, well, bro, like this true love. Yeah.
Hey, you know earlier you said this story
Yeah.
is stupid?
Yeah. Bro, it's stupid.
No, those guys are
Yeah.
stupid.
The whole thing is stupid. Okay, so then the PowerPoint starts trending. Even Wang Zutong.
Wang Zutong.
Do you guys know Wang Zutong?
I don't know who this is.
A fellow billionaire boy. His dad owns AMC movie theaters.
Dang.
His
Oh.
dad,
His dad
is
was
AMC movie theaters. That's crazy.
the richest man in China.
was the richest man
Was?
in China.
Yeah, now he's
Jack
probably
Ma.
top 3.
Is Jack Ma?
That's
the
still
He
great.
changes every day.
That's
you
still
know?
great.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
very, 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 very wealthy.
Dang.
Yeah. So and
But
his
he's the
son,
playboy of China.
His son is the playboy. Like, he is known as the husband of the nation, meaning he dates everyone, but also everyone wants to marry him.
Including guys. Like
Yeah.
everybody just calls him hubby.
Happening right now?
Yeah. I met him once.
Yeah.
In China?
No, in America. Bro, I didn't know who he was until afterwards. And he's also famous for dating a ton of influencers. But he drops a lot of money on them though.
Oh, he's not cheap?
He's not cheap.
Yeah.
So
Not
every
cheap.
girlfriend he dates, he can spend a few $1 million on her.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he's a billionaire, right? So
Girls do be liking that. I don't know. I've never experienced it like that. But like,
I feel like she's like throwing shade at her husband.
like, listen, bro, I'll be trying to buy the organic cucumbers. He's like,
No.
we're in a recession. I like just
Yes, you say that.
wait.
The AMC guy is going to be in all of the Chinaverse stuff.
The recession. Yeah, but Wang Zitong, he posted it. He posted the fucking PDF expose. Wang Zitong, he posted.
Oh, the AMC
Yes, you
guy
say that.
We're in the
posted.
recession. Yeah, but Wang
The
Zitong,
files.
he posted it. He posted the fucking PDF expose and captioned it, I'm just here to pay my respects to the bigger players.
His ex is 1 million after breakup. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen that as a title on one of these Chinaverse videos. So yeah, that is gonna come into play later in one of these episodes whenever he gets around to those. Because this is the last one that I'm gonna be doing today, and then that's gonna be then the end of the stream. I don't know when the next Chinaverse stuff is gonna be, but we'll get to that one eventually. I haven't seen that title though.
Calling CC an even bigger player, which is a lot coming from him because he might be the king of time management, okay? Like,
That's actually crazy. She can be the queen.
yeah,
Of.
the queen. And everyone thought it was freaking hilarious coming from him, and it went viral, and everybody loved it. Well, everyone but the billionaire boy's family because they're embarrassed. Because, you know,
Yeah, because now it's like, okay, wait a minute, it's all true.
there's levels to this shit. They probably have like $1 or $2 billion. This is Wang Zutong. This guy is.
Oh, so these are just like soft. I don't want to say it like that. Soft billionaires. She said they have 1 and 2, but this AMC guy has, I guess, a lot of billions.
This guy could literally probably squash them with one finger.
No,
So that's why they are going to be able to believe this story.
he's not. Like his dad
Yeah,
is
his daddy,
wealthy.
I'm saying.
I mean, isn't that everyone here? Like, it's the parents that are the rich ones.
But he's very controversial online. So he don't care about nobody. He talks so much shit online. Turned out a lot of people that he's talking shit about is actually his father's business partners.
I mean, at least that means he literally is on nobody's side, right? Question mark. If he's like talking trash about people who work with his dad, which help him make money.
So his father later on was like, dude, can you chill out? Like, dude, I do business with these people. Like, can you just calm down?
Like, what does he say?
Like, he literally will call out someone's like, that was the dumbest movie I ever watched. The fucking director, man, his movie, every movie is shit. And he say it in a very, very mean, sarcastic.
Really mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Very, very mean.
So, Billionaire's Boy's mom, she was hospitalized after the story went trending.
How?
I shouldn't be laughing. I'm sorry.
So I guess their parents aren't like the bad ones, right? So
She's really embarrassed and really annoyed and angry, and she got hospitalized. And she told her son, if you keep trying to marry Cece, you're going to embarrass me and you're not going to get your $1 billion inheritance.
if you're gonna keep trying to marry Cece, I thought they were already married. So the wedding was successfully crashed, and they're not like married. You got to get the paper before. Right, so are they married? Because the wedding is just for show. The document is what matters. So they could have already been married at this point.
So what do you think he does?
He listens to her.
Yeah, he does.
No true love, huh?
No,
It's $1 billion, bruh.
$1 billion. That's a big B.
That's a
So
big,
what if
big deal.
then that's you, like break up with the girl,
That I
or you
love?
won't get or you won't get the inheritance, like straight up K-drama, right?
Yeah.
Like, how long have we dated?
Don't matter. It's the one. She's the one. It's like, look,
She's the one.
Look at think about the K-drama. You know?
Is she rich though?
No, she's the poor girl. It's always the poor girl.
True.
Bye.
Bye guys. This is perfect timing actually. Can you end it right here? Can you end it right here?
Okay, he breaks up with her. Are
Okay, actually breaks up with her, not fully married, doesn't have the paper.
you kidding? Of course he does. Both of them were cheating on each other. It wasn't even real love. So don't even be like, oh no, my love shatterment, it's all gone.
Oh yeah, they were all messing around, except maybe for Chris. Like, we don't know about Chris, but I feel like Chris was the faithful one, the one who was obsessed with, not obsessed is not the right word, but the one who was like truly in love with Cece. Everybody else was just like messing around. Unless we find out that, oh wait, never mind, Chris was doing it too, but I don't think so.
Idea of love. No, the family forces her to return $3 million in gifts that she received
Wow.
from the billionaire boyfriend. $3 million in gifts. She still had the $200,000 that Chris had given her.
For the baby? Oh yeah, she was pregnant during this too. Where's that baby? Was it 250 whatever thousand for the procedure to no longer be pregnant, since apparently you have to censor that word now too, since she censored that word? Or was that just to be like, Chris was like, oh, oops, I got you pregnant. Here's a lot of money. I will take care of you and your baby forever. But hey, what happened to the child? Because I almost let that part slide. She got pregnant. Where's the kid? And the kid's not even his child. It was some random stranger. It wasn't even Chris or were we referring to him as Brad? It wasn't even Chris or Brad. It was some random guy she was sleeping with. Where's that kid at?
Yeah, also Chris was arrested for 6 days.
For what?
Because the file, the PDF file, disclosed way too much personal information. I don't know if it's a crime. I don't know if he doxed her accidentally. But he got arrested. When he got out, he live streamed to explain that he just wanted to stop Cece from marrying another guy. He didn't expect all of this to go viral. He didn't expect Wang Sutong to repost it, okay? And he asked all the netizens to stop attacking Cece and to not worry about him as he's moved on. He's now dating another influencer that he manages.
I mean, where else would he find one, right? It's just, that's where he found her, right?
So he's also the time management king.
No, he's not managing.
Yeah.
No, that's not time management.
Alright.
That's just he's like
He just found another one.
yeah, he may be a sea king, but not.
Yes.
Which, like, I don't know, maybe, like, chill out for a second.
Dang.
But Cece has been silent since all of this. She has not made a reappearance since. She's probably off dating another billionaire. Because I tell you, no matter how much someone has been exposed, for being like a cheater, for being this. For some reason, when it comes to dating, it's just so fascinating to me because I think humans can't stay away from the perfect partner. And I think a lot of cheaters present themselves as the perfect partner in the beginning. I think that's why cheaters always end up finding new partners, even if they've been exposed online.
With the grandparents, maybe? Oh, where the child is, yeah. Assuming it actually came to fruition? Because like we just like skimmed over the fact that she got pregnant. I don't know. Did she even look pregnant in the wedding photo? The wedding videos? I don't remember seeing that. So I feel like she must have had the child at that point.
That makes sense. It's so
Yeah.
fascinating.
Yeah, they're really good at
Yes, talking.
Yeah, they know exactly how to get someone's
Yes, and to like
attention.
pull their little heartstrings. So
It's like a game.
yeah, bruh, this is the crazy story of like, I mean, it's already crazy that you're marrying a billionaire, but like, this is weird. This is insane.
It's the classic wanting your cake and eating it too scenario, right?
So let me know. How many hours do you guys have in a day? How good is your time management?
Everyone's
you
like,
should
I'm
ask
good, I'm
people
good, I'm
for
good.
a,
Time management?
story.
Yes. And I'll
You know
rate.
the read my followers time management story.
Yes. Oh, we could rank them too.
Yo, let's do that.
Yeah. Like C King is S tier, God tier.
What's Manipulation King?
Manipulation King is like underneath.
And then what's
No,
that?
there's a C King. There's a Lake King.
Bathtub king.
Bathtub King. Like you're doing something. Okay. Not a lot of fish, but it's okay.
Something.
Yeah.
Something.
That's so good. Okay, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll leave a link in the comment.
That's a
And
good
make
idea.
sure to check out Audible because listen, time management is also my favorite thing. I love to do the dishes and listen to my audiobooks. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
That was that video. That was probably, was that crazier than the last one? I guess so. The last one wasn't too nuts because nothing too crazy happened other than like people being mean, I guess, to the rural kids. They probably shouldn't be doing that, which is messed up. But this story was like obviously crazy. This girl just having so many people. A lot of it has to do with her mom, right? Like her mom was a big part of her getting a hold of so many different men. How did her mom even get the billionaire to have a date with her to begin with? Because that's how that started. So her family isn't some sort of rich billionaire people, right? So how did she get the connections to have her see him? We never went into that. So like, how did that even start? Yeah, I don't know what the next Chinaverse video is because I don't have the playlist pulled up. I would have to look it up. But again, we'll probably start adding it to the queue of things that we do. I assume tomorrow will just be some random video that isn't Mango or Stephanie. And then the day after that, as usual, would be a Mango video or maybe another Stephanie, maybe another Chinaverse video. I have to record another one of these after this, though, even since I'm not going to live stream again tomorrow for the rad section. So I actually have to record another rad video after this for tomorrow. So I'm going to have that ready. So oof, today's going to be a long day. This stream, then recording the rad video, then the other stuff and whatnot. But I don't know if I have anything else to say. I see like half the chat's already left as soon as this video is over. Oof. Didn't want to stay for my ramblings at the end. That's fine. Yeah, I don't think I have much more to say. Okay, we'll see what comes next time. Maybe I'll start doing more videos per day. The streamer one, I don't know how deep that is. I can just, hold on, where is that? Let me just do that real quick and then look up the Chinaverse playlist. taking a while. I don't think there's gonna be anything problematic here. So, like the playlist here. So obviously, we watched these two. Influencer got banned for 1 billion years for live streaming their proposal. With that one, then the K-pop star, 13 years in prison. Streamer one? Which one's the streamer one? I guess I assume it has streamer in the name. That's gonna take forever, I'm assuming, because I don't see it. #1 YouTuber, disappearance. Bride. It must be pretty deep. Influencer. Of course, I don't know like what it is. Oh, I thought there was more than this. Only 31 videos. I thought there was way more than this. I must have already like passed it, but we'll get to it eventually. We have the rest of forever. It doesn't have to be that fast. We have forever to continue that. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to buy my stickers. Think about becoming a member. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because we're working on watch time and subscribers. And don't forget we have a throne now as well. And shout out to the members: EmmyStarr, RaleyDrew, and alexgkiller 880. Also, I don't bring up Throne enough in these videos or ever, because I don't really talk about this stuff. But Throne is like a place where I can just have like a bunch of gifts or things for the stream that people can support and donate to. If you didn't know what Throne was, that's what Throne is. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Tune to the next episode. Like, subscribe, comment. With a dupe. See ya. Thank you, Swede, for watching. But yeah.